Yo, yo, yo.
How we doing?
How about the Nats, brother?
Damn right.
How about them?
Right.
Unbelievable. Two sharpest people in the room, you and Fruity last night. Fruity took ML, said, if you just take plus 300 or better every game this season, you're up money. I'm taking it. I'm even thinking about it. Boom.
Yeah.
You said no team in baseball deserves to be minus 350 ever. These are major league teams. Boom. Simple as that. Sometimes you just got to use your brain, you know? And that could have gone so many different ways. The Nats could have lost by 10, and then everyone would grill you, whatever, yada, yada, yada. But, I mean, no team on earth deserves to be minus 350 against another major league team. I don't care the scenario. I don't care who's pitching. I don't care who's hitting. I don't care if one of the teams absorbed the other team's all their good players. Doesn't fucking matter. If anything, it might help. Nats moved to 2-2 on the year against the Padres. How about them? Incredible. It's actually hilarious.
That's very funny.
I am enjoying it. Unbelievable. Yeah, Cam, I had that dream too, brother. Could not believe my eyes. We'll take it. No way they win again today, though, right? Against Blake Snell, who just threw an absolute gem against us last week. There's no fucking way we win.
There's no chance.
Right?
No chance.
Oof, I'm excited, man. I honestly kind of hope we don't win today so I can bet on Josiah Gray tomorrow to win, because I do think we win another game in this series. I really do. Blaine, I do have a PLL lock of the week this week. I don't know if I want to give it out yet or not because I haven't bet it myself. I'm waiting for I'm trying to watch the line movements. But this week in PLL is a little sketchy because it's the last week of the regular season and a lot of teams have clinched. So you got to be really careful and picky But we're getting the worst team in the league, playing the best team in the league, and they're giving the worst team in the league, the Cannons, they're giving them 3.5 points, which is ridiculous. It's only happened 3 times ever, not including this one, and the plus 3.5 is 2-1. And I will be taking the Cannons plus 3.5 against the Whip Snakes because the Whip Snakes will probably be resting some of their guys, and the Cannons still have the best player in the league, and Lyle Thompson. So he should be able to do enough himself, as long as the goalie has his eyes open, to keep that within 3.5 points. So I'll be all over that play. It's going to be a fatty, and then we head into the playoffs and continue our winning ways with lacrosse. So that's the lacrosse bullshit of the day. Now we could go back to baseball. Hilarious. Before we get to baseball, let's talk preseason last night. Hilarious what happened. I know you probably didn't see it because you were at the Rangers game with the squad, which is dope. But a bunch of people came on and pitched Seattle ML yesterday. Obviously, they were the favorites. People saying, I'm not taking the spread. I'll just take the ML. That should be a safe play. Well, that was maybe the worst play on earth. And our buddy Sammy came up and actually pitched the Bears spread, the only one to do it. And then somebody redeemed their fucking channel points, and I had to say that shit wasn't hitting. And then, of course, what happens, that shit hit, was the easiest bet on earth. So fucking hilarious. Shout out the Bears and our guy Sammy, who's in chat right now. Attaboy.
That's awesome.
Attaboy. How was the game last night?
It's good. We got to see a little Dane Dunning masterclass.
Sure.
Cool. It's cool.
Fucking beast.
Yeah.
That's good. You got to see the squad and chill with them, which is dope. Yeah. Huge W's all around. All around. Are you going to the game tonight? Oh, they're on the road again tonight.
Yeah, it's not here.
You'd have to go to Minnesota's.
Yeah.
That'd be a far drive.
Just a bit.
I'd pass on that. There is a day game here coming up, and I was just talking about it on the Cap live stream, and he talked me into hammering the under in this game. Am I fucked?
I mean, what do you have the under at?
10.5.
Oh, I mean, you definitely got the better number from the past hour or so. I don't know. I have a lot of things up in the air in this game.
Throw them out. Throw them in the air.
Yeah, I mean, there's just I don't really know how to value these offenses with the wind. It's kind of tough. I mean, a lot of the things are telling you that it's going to be a home run derby. A lot of the odds for everything are telling you that. I'm not the biggest Keegan Thompson believer. I think he's good, but I think he gets pretty overvalued in terms of Vegas odds. And he doesn't match up particularly well with a lot of the Brewers hitters. With that being said, we do have Ashby on the other side, who is probably even bigger wild card. The guy's horrendous. He's horrendous on the road, but he could come out and have a Cy Young start striking out 15.
Could.
So I honestly have zero read on the game.
Okay.
Really not.
Well, Ashby's a big ground ball pitcher, but he's also a big walker, which could be trouble, obviously. Because if you're walking guys and the wind's blowing out 10 yards to center field, all it takes is a bloop. That could have been a solo shot, becomes a 3-run shot because you walk 2 guys, and now you're fucked. But I like Ashby, actually, in the spots. The Brewers haven't won a fucking game that he's pitched in forever. I think the Brewers win, but I decided to go with the under 10.5 at -120 instead of laying the -145 on the Brewers. I've been seeing a lot of over talk today and this morning, and I don't think people in the beginning of the season were super hip to the overs and Wrigley thing with the wins, and I think everyone kind of learned that shit matters after we saw some games with damn near 20 runs earlier in the year in Wrigley with the wins, right? So now people know about the wins, and now the day of the game, and I'm seeing the same weather report today as I saw last night with this total at fucking 9.5. We're seeing that shit climb up, and I think it's because people are hammering the over, thinking they're being smart, betting the wind here. But I'll take Ashby throwing a bunch of ground balls, and I'll take Thompson, who pitches for some reason really fucking well at home against a Brewers lineup that I'm not scared of. Maybe catch him sleeping after winning 2 games against the Dodgers. And the Cubs offense is fucking bogus, and they don't really hit lefties well right now. So I think it's a good spot. I'm just praying that these young arms fucking go out there and do their thing. Don't need a masterclass from these guys. Don't need a masterclass. Just need Ashby to limit the walks and Thompson to get outs. And let's hand the ball over to the bullpen, with only a couple runs on the board. Please. Need it.
Yeah,
Absolutely need it.
can only hope.
Were there any props that caught your eye in this one? I feel like Prize Picks would be a decent look here with the over this high and with the wins. Was there anybody that stuck out to you today?
I mean, there's a lot of guys that stuck out, I guess you could say, but there's not one or a couple where I think it's like a much better look than the over or than the other. Especially for the Brewers. I think there's, as far as matchups and picks mix and everything, like there's an angle for pretty much every single guy.
Damn.
I mean, I would lean for Andrew McCutchen. He's the hotter hitter. He's not usually up for bases. He is today. Some of that has to do with the wind and the high total, but he's probably who I would go with on the Brewers side. I mean, your options are pretty limited on the Cubs side, I guess. So, I mean, take your pick there. But yeah, there's nothing crazy that I love there. I think it's tough too because a lot of these, like a mid-major Matt saying, like a lot of the home run odds are super, super low, even for the win game. So that's kind of a take your pick thing there too. I don't really know what to do with the game.
That's fair. You don't have to bet every game. It's kind of fun if you do, but you don't have to. Let's move on. We've got a couple other really good games today. We've got Bassett versus Nola. The Mets need wins. The Braves are coming. The Phillies need wins. They need to make the playoffs. Harper's not back yet, but he's coming. And the Phillies got their ace up on the mound here with Nola at home. Bassett on the road sucks. But this total's at 7.5 here. I like the over in this spot. I think these are two sneak Turks in waiting. Maybe two sneak Turks in training, if you want to call them that, because they haven't really been Turks this season. They've actually been great this season, but I'm not that high on these guys in general, and I'm really high on these offenses, and I think we're getting a blessing here with the total at 7.5. We saw a game with DeGrom pitching yesterday. We saw some runs scored off of him. He gave up 3 earned runs, so anything is possible, even with Bassett and Nola and the so-called pitcher's duel, I guess if you want to call it. I still like the runs here, and I trust these offenses because they're stacked. Give me the over 7.5.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. I do think that it's a little weird. I think it opened 8. And Chris Bassett is coming off of, I think, 5 shutout innings, and Aaron Nola, I think, threw 8 innings of 1-run ball, against these respective lineups. So I think that the opening at 8 or 8.5, wherever it opened, I think that's a little strange. So I'm with you there.
I'm seeing 7.5, but I'm wrong before. I've been wrong before.
Well, it's 7.5 now. I thought it opened a little higher.
I'm not seeing that, but I've been wrong before. I've been wrong before a lot. So,
well, if it did, I think it's really weird.
Could be wrong.
But yeah, I'm with the Phillies here. I think it's Mets as an underdog seems pretty enticing. So okay. I side with Nola on there. I think he gets this lineup. I don't know. I think the Mets are in a weird state of limbo. I mean, looking at their bats, they're facing great pitching, absolutely, but it's a tough one to gauge with them. I think I want to see a little more of consistency from their offense, kind of bouncing back from that series against the Braves. I don't think we see it yet.
Okay. That's fair. Hey, all the pressure right now is on the Mets, right? And they're not used to that. I know Scherzer might be, but the rest of that team, man, they're not used to having pressure. Plain and simple. They're used to being on shit teams. All these guys. Philly also has kind of sucked recently, but these guys have at least had, a taste of being a decent team in years past. I mean, the Mets, remember, guys, the Mets are still the Mets, and the Mets will Met. It's just a matter of how much will they Met. And it could be coming here now. They just lost 3 of 4 to the Braves. They lost a game with DeGrom, who people acted like was never going to lose a game for the rest of his MLB career. Guys, it's baseball. Shit that doesn't make sense happens every fucking day. Grow up. All right. My favorite Prize Picks square yesterday was the fucking DeGrom over 1.5 earned runs, and that was the freest square I think on the whole fucking book. Giving up 3. So random shit happens. It's baseball, right? It's fluky. We know it. But the Mets have the target on their back. Philly's literally playing with house money at this point without the MVP and Bryce Harper. And they were literally dead a couple months ago or a month or so ago. And now they've ripped off a bunch of wins and they're in a decent spot. So they're home. They've got Aaron Nola, who's pitched really fucking well this year. The Mets have all the pressure at the plate. They're going to be gripping those bats nice and tight after losing a series to the Braves, who are breathing down their necks 3.5 games out. I'm telling you right now, man, the fucking Braves are winning that division. They're winning that division.
I can see it.
They are. They are. They're winning that shit. If you guys haven't gotten in on it yet, and if you're bored and Chad and you want to find the odds, I don't know what they are now. I ripped them at plus 450 about 3 weeks ago, I think, is when I got the Braves. There's no fucking way that they're at plus 450 now. They're probably closer to 200-ish, I'm assuming. I still like it. Maybe don't throw as much on it, but the Braves have been there before. The Braves are hot. The Mets are the Mets. Plain and simple. They'll find a way to fuck this up. They're doing it right now as we speak. So the Mets do hit Nola very well. And Bassett sucks on the road. But with this total set at 7.5 after saying those two things, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. With how good these offenses are, too. I don't know. I like the over in this one. I trust my offenses. I trust Vogelback. Trust Stokes.
Trust Vogelback. What a sentence.
That's what I'm thinking here.
What a sentence.
He likes his home runs in bunches, like his donuts.
That he does.
Literally said that. Let's go to New York when everyone thought the Yankees were back after winning one game. Fucking hilarious. Bad bet on my part taking that under last night. That was fucking stupid. Although the Yankees did their part. It was just Toronto and Frankie Montas. I mean, Frankie Montas. Yankees fans acted like they traded for fucking DeGrom. Frankie Montas is a bum. This guy is shaking in his boots. He's more nervous than Gallo was playing in pinstripes. He's literally shaking in his boots. Can't pitch already. It's been 3 games. This guy went from being one of the best pitchers in baseball this season to being ass cheeks in a matter of fucking second when he got that trade. Yeah. So I think it's absolutely hilarious. Storybook ending potentially here for the Yanks. If they end up absolutely continuing to slide going into the playoffs. I mean, Frankie Montas, man, we'll be seeing your ass cheeks. And I knew he was ass cheeks. They should have went out and made a move to get Rodon. Plain and simple. They should have made a call, and they should have made a Yankees move and overpaid for Rodon. Because I said it when they made the move. Montas is not that guy. Luis Castillo, if they got Luis Castillo, I would have been like, oh, shit. All right, that's a good move for them. But look at Jordan Montgomery, who I fucking hate and I love fading, and I'm still just absolutely taking L's doing it. The guy's given up 1 earned run, Javon, in 3 starts for the fucking Cardinals since he's gotten moved. And Harrison Bader, correct me if I'm wrong, but the dude has played, 1 game and then got hurt again or some shit? Like, I haven't seen him on the field once.
Even, like, with the whole thing of, like, Montgomery's expected numbers will eventually come down to earth, or that were their thoughts going in, like, that trade still made no sense to me. Like, sure, it gives them Bader, a defensive center fielder, outfielder who they needed, but I just don't understand the move. I still don't.
Well, Javon, here's the thing, buddy. The Yankees aren't a well-run franchise. They just have a lot of money. And that's why they haven't won a World Series in 13 years. Because you can have all the money in the world. You know this.
Yeah.
You can have all the money in the world, but if you have bozos running the team, making the calls and making the moves, you're not going to win shit. And they've got literally Ronald McDonald at the GM making plays to trade away. I mean, how do you trade away Jordan Montgomery in a career year when your fucking starting rotation is already sketchy as shit? For a backup outfielder? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Riddle me that. Hilarious. And I thought it was a good move when they did it because I was like, damn, all right, they're selling Jordan Montgomery high, right? They're selling him high. This Bader kid's decent. Jordan Montgomery is going to go to St. Louis and he's going to suck. Well, I'm eating my words. Jordan Montgomery looks better than ever in red. Better than ever. He's actually stepped it up a notch, so respect. Unbelievable. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Yankees win 1 game and everyone acts like their fucking World Series trip is already back on. Give me a break. Hilarious. And look at this line movement in this game. Let's bring it full circle.
Yeah.
Look at the line movement in this game. The line's moved 20 cents to Toronto. Hilarious. Does Gosman get it done today? Because we know Gosman's also sketchy as shit too.
Yeah.
But Italian's been pretty good, right? Besides a couple bad starts about a month ago, he's been pretty good. What are you thinking about this game? I don't know what the fuck to think. All I know is the line has moved 20 cents towards Toronto. with the money pretty split, which I think is pretty telling. We might see a Gosman masterclass today.
Yeah, I mean, if you're betting the Jays in this game, this is another one where there's a couple of games in the slate that I don't particularly care for forcing stuff on. This is probably one of them, but I would definitely lean the Jays simply because of the fact that you got Taylor on the mound who allows a lot of contact, and pitchers like that against the Blue Jays don't really fly very well because they're
Good luck.
a top team in barrel rate, they're a top team in exit velocity, whatever metric that has to do with contact that you want. So in a pitcher like that going against the Jays, who they haven't been, that fantastic against right-handed pitching, but they have been over the course of the year. So if those numbers are going to even out, and I'm really not willing to back a pitcher as a contact pitcher against the Blue Jays because, like I said, that doesn't work. So I think that's the good angle for it if you want to back that line move and just want to fade the Yanks in general. Because, I think they're pretty clearly not back. They're still pretty asleep at the dish. So, yeah, I would definitely lean the Blue Jays here.
And let's not act like Toronto's offense has been stellar recently, although they have the last 2 games, and it's 2 games, so it doesn't mean literally anything. But they've scored 6 and 9, nice, in their last 2. But before that, they were also in REM sleep. Their bats were in REM sleep, literally. So I don't really know what to think here. My contrarian crab senses are saying you took the under last night. You were a game off. This is the one that goes under. That's what my senses are saying, but it's also on Apple TV, and the total's bumped up a half a run too. So I'm fucking scared.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a little weird. We do.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say. Anytime you have Vladdy playing at Yankee Stadium, where he just all of a sudden turns into Barry Bonds, you can cover that himself.
Facts. Yeah, Vladdy got me yesterday. The scoring did stop. There was a ton of scoring early. But the scoring did stop last night. I honestly thought I had a chance there at the end a little bit, but nah, on that under. Nah. Shout out Vladdy for the nuke piece. It is what it is. Don't hate the under in this game. If it was any other team besides the Yankees, I'd be like, damn, I don't want to fade this team that's really struggling because they have a good roster and they're bound to come back and they're at home here, and I'm not a Toronto believer and I'm not a Gosman believer, right? If this was pretty much any other good team, not the Yankees, I'd probably be leaning Yankees, to be honest with you. But since it's the Yankees, and since people are they're going to continue to fucking bet on them over and over and over and over and over again because, number one, they're the Yankees. Number two, they've made people so much money over the season, but they're leaking oil right now. They're absolutely leaking. They can't hit for shit. And Talion could pitch, Talion could give up 2 runs here in 7 innings and they could still lose this game with how bad the fucking Yankees offense has been.
I agree.
So,
my initial look on this game would have been to ride the Yankees just because, following the narrative for the Yankees the last couple of games has been great. Everybody was, doing them off on the Rays in the last game. They're like, okay, they're finally not scoring runs. Let's all start fading them collectively. And that didn't hit. And then they're like, oh, my God, the Yanks are back. And what do? Put up an absolute goose egg against the Jays. And I feel like everybody's going to be on the same tangent again today, that they're kind of hopping off the train. They're done fading the Yanks, or they're done betting the Yanks. So I wouldn't be opposed to that. Those are kind of my initial thoughts looking at the game. But, baseball brain kind of says that it's not a great matchup for Taillon, which is kind of why I'm staying off this game completely.
Mm-hmm. Probably a smart move. We should put the Yankees just in a pile with the Orioles and just not bet any of their games, to be honest with you, because they just don't make sense. It is what it is. Speaking of the O's, let's go to Camden. We got the red hot Red Sox, kind of. God, I'm so fucking mad I didn't take the Pirates last night. I don't know why. Top 5 narrative of yesterday was the Red Sox always sweep when they're in a position to sweep. They've only lost 1 game. They're 7-1 this year when they're going for a sweep. That's fucking that's the most useless, dumbest, meaningless trend of all time, in my opinion. I don't think that means shit. And yesterday it was an absolute offensive outburst from Pittsburgh, and they won their first game in like 2 weeks. So I don't think that meant anything. I was pretty bummed that I didn't take the Pirates yesterday, but it is what it is. Hindsight's 2020, right? We move on to today, where we get Jordan Lyles at home, who is fucking awesome, right? Isn't he really fucking good at home? I don't know if he still is, but
much better on the road. I wouldn't say he's really good, but he's atrocious on the road and not nearly as bad at home.
Okay. So hear me out, and I'm going to talk through this, but I want to pull up his splits real quick so I can look. Um, Jordan Lyles, another Pirates arm that's left the program there. But let's see, where the fuck is it? Yeah, I mean, he's got a 2.73 ERA at home,
Yeah.
and he's got a 6 ERA on the road. But his WHIP, I mean, a WHIP is a stat that I like and don't love. It's pretty much the same home and away. So does that kind of tell you that maybe he's just been a little lucky at home? Maybe he's played against some shittier teams at home.
I mean, in general, he's very lucky. He's literally, I think you said the Providence basketball of the MLB.
He is,
He
yeah.
gets out of
He is.
every single jam. So I mean, he's going to allow base runners. He's going to allow a lot of hits, one way or another. But I mean, yeah, he's had a little bit. It's almost weird because his schedule and the teams that he's faced look a lot better at home. So I mean, he's last couple games: Jays, Yanks, Angels, Rays. And then you go on the road, he's facing the Twins, the Cubs, the Rays again twice, the Rangers, and he's still continuing to struggle on the road. So it's really weird. It's not just a general convention way of thinking that he's just easier teams at home or whatever, and he's pitching better. He kind of just defies all common logic. He comes to pitch at home for whatever reason, and this is another game I don't really want any part of because I don't know if I can trust the Red Sox yet either. I kind of lean to their side, but I don't know if I can trust Cutter Crawford continuing to pitch as well as he has. I'm so unsure on him, so unsure on the Orioles and their offense and how consistent they come to be game in, game out. I don't know. What do you think about this game?
A smart person would just stay away, like I just talked about, and just put the Orioles to the side and just not bet them and enjoy them for the rest of the year because they're the Orioles and they have magic, especially at home. But me, on the other hand, I love the Sox today in this spot. I'm okay with jumping on the Sox. You knew I was going to say that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that makes me feel good because I like the confirmation there. But Crawford as a favorite against the Orioles, and everyone loves betting on the Orioles. Better record with the Orioles, right? Orioles at home are a fucking wagon, right? The Red Sox suck. Red Sox people still think the Red Sox suck, and they kind of do. They kind of do. But they've been showing life. They've got some new pieces. They're healthy finally. Devers is healthy finally, which is fucking huge because he's by far the best hitter on the field tonight. And we're going to need him to do something if we want the Sox to win. But I'm absolutely in love with the Red Sox here. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I'm probably going to look like an idiot, but the Orioles can't keep this up. They can't. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I hate to be anti-fun. But I just don't think the Orioles are a 4 games over 500 team yet, right now. I just don't. And they've got Jordan Lyles, who everyone loves betting on him at home. Everyone loves betting on the Orioles at home because they've been so good. Nobody wants to bet on the Red Sox. Like you said, you don't know if you can trust them yet. Well, if there's one thing I know the Red Sox have, it's fucking heart. And they've got heart. And I'm willing to back them a little bit early on their little comeback tour here, a little earlier than most, to get back to 500 today in a much-needed win. I mean, this series, this is make or break for the Red Sox. And honestly, probably the fucking Orioles too. And the Orioles are the team that now has the target on their backs. You know, they're ahead of the Red Sox in the division now. So they're the ones that really have all the pressure. The Red Sox, they've got a bunch of new guys who've come in. They're almost playing with house money. Like 2 or 3 of their starters weren't even on their fucking team in the beginning of the year. I mean, Pham and Hosmer, they're coming in like, fuck, we don't care how much we underperformed. You know, the Red Sox underperformed when we weren't here. New guys, new team. Tommy Pham looks like fucking he looks like Trey Turner up there in the leadoff spot. He's having a fucking great time. He's seeing the ball very well. So give me the Red Sox here. I thought it was a little bit sketchy to see the struggling Red Sox who suck and Crawford, who a lot of people don't even fucking know who he is, seeing them as a small favorite against the Orioles at home with Jordan Lyles at home. I thought that was pretty telling as well, too. Give me the Sox. The bats stay hot.
Yeah. I don't dislike that one. I think this is one I definitely in the Sox, but this is one where I'm going to particularly pay attention to how this line moves up until first pitch. I think it'll be pretty important. It's been kind of bouncing back and forth since I've seen it this morning. I think I see the Red Sox starting to climb over that pick'em line. If it keeps moving their way, I might be on the Red Sox with you.
I will 100% be on the Red Sox if that's the case. And I will watch the line as well and make sure that the Orioles don't end up as a favorite, because if they do,
Scary.
that'll be pretty telling. But also, it's the Orioles. It's Friday. As soon as people get beers in them, like, I'm just telling from experiences from my baseball buddies and our group chat and stuff like that. Like, everyone loves the Orioles, right? How do you not love the Orioles? You get a couple beers in you on a Friday and you're like, shit, I see the Orioles are on TV tonight playing the Red Sox. Red Sox suck, right? Let's take the O's at home. They got the magic. They'll continue going. Jordan Lyles is going to have a masterclass tonight. Jordan Lyles is hilarious. Oh, he's going to pitch so good. He's got a 3 ERA at home, whatever. Jordan Lyles is about to get the shit rocked out of him tonight by the Red Sox lineup, who's finally healthy and confident for the first time probably the whole fucking season. And I'll take my chances on Crawford, I guess. Fuck.
Yeah, if
it is what it is. But this is more me betting on the Red Sox offense right now.
Yeah,
straight up.
Fair enough.
I want to know what Ollie thinks. Let me know in chat. I want to know what he thinks. I do. Let's go to the Pirates game. Speaking of the Pirates, you think that Pittsburgh is a really small dog here and Wilson's a really small dog here against Ashcraft, who's kind of good? What do you think? Or is it just two absolutely abysmal teams? The Pirates are coming off of an offensive show. The Reds suck, especially on the road. Am I overthinking this one, or should Ashcraft be more like minus 130? And the fact that he's minus 115 and getting shorter, maybe it is telling. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking this one. I want to know what you guys think.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's a bit telling, but I think more than anything, it's just two disgusting teams. This is a really gross game. And, like, yes, Graham Ashcraft maybe deserves a little more respect than he's getting on the line, but he's got a pitiful offense behind him. And the Pirates have been heating up a little bit offensively, and most of that being because of Brian Reynolds. But I just don't know how to value either of these teams. Like, I think Bryce Wilson, other than his last start, he had been picking it up for, I think, 2-3 starts. He had looked actually pretty decent. So maybe that plays in a little bit of them getting a little more respect, especially with them pitching at home. I just don't think, like, this is a clear call the number game for me. I think if you bet anything, you bet the over. I know seems like a little short of a line with Ashcraft and Bryce Wilson on the mound, that opening at 7.5, but I don't know. I'm not really buying into that. I think this is going to be a situation where I think they're going to put up runs. A lot of them don't have to, possibly with the way these guys could come out pitching. So I lean the over, if anything, but get that number on speed dial.
Oh, I mean, at least, like, the Reds have real major league players in their lineup, at least a couple. Like, they got India, they got Farmer, they got Moustakas. Those are three guys who are real major league players who will be on a major league team next year, starting somewhere.
Well,
probably on the Reds still, right? But
how many of them are playing? I know Moustakas is not playing. India has been in and out of the lineup. I mean, their lineup of their last game looked pretty atrocious. I know India was in that lineup in the game they won pretty short.
Moose is already out.
Yeah, Moose has been out for a while. Their lineup against the Phillies in that game was India, Fraley, Kyle Farmer, Reynolds, Almora, Aquino, Lopez, Barrero, Romine.
Disgusting.
It's gross.
Disgusting. The Pirates lineup is somehow even grosser. But you stomped on my point there, which is a good thing, because I like to be corrected when I'm wrong. Both these lineups fucking blow dick today. Both them suck.
I don't know how you can bet on anything in this game and just want to sit there and root for it. Even if you're not
throw up. If we keep talking about it, I'm going to throw up. I do like the over did bump up a half a run though, which is telling with those fucking butthole lineups.
Yeah,
that's pretty telling. I want to pick your brain on your White Sox. This is what I really want to do here coming up. I like Lance Lynn today as a small dog on the road against McKenzie, who everyone thinks is the next cool thing. And McKenzie's fucking awesome. He's a swag hound, and he's had some seriously electric starts this season. No doubt about it. He's having his best year, and I think McKenzie, every year he's going to continue to get better. You know, he's a young dude. And he's impressed me this season for sure. You know who hasn't impressed me much is Lance Lynn. You know who is a multiple time All-Star and a guy who I want to have my coins on against a young buck who is very inconsistent, it's Lance Lynn. And I want to put my money on him for better or for worse today as a small favorite on a worse White Sox team with McKenzie and Cleveland, who has been red hot at home. And McKenzie's one of the trendiest pitchers in baseball right now. At this short of a price, like I guarantee you, we hear all day today, I'm backing the Guardians at this short number today at minus 130. I guarantee you, that's what we hear. I want to take Lance Lynn and hold my breath here and back him. Unfortunately, I mean, I hate it because he's been so fucking bad, but I don't think I cannot not bet on the fucking White Sox today and Lance Lynn. It's gross.
Yeah,
but I have to do it. I think I have to do it,
especially coming off of. Well, they lose by 15, 16 yesterday, and they're still this short of a favorite coming in with Lance Lynn on the mound. And that total,
that's a system play.
Yeah, and I think the total is the most important thing as far as looking at the White Sox. I mean, that total is probably going to see 7 in the next couple hours here, which I think is insane with Lance Lynn on the mound. Yes, I think last time out he pitched well against the Guardians, if I remember correctly. But still,
he threw a 3-hit 6-inning shutout against them last time out.
Yeah,
but he also 2 starts before that, he pitched a 4-inning, 9-hit, 8 earned run start against them.
There we go.
So maybe he figured something out in that second start. That makes me feel better about backing him today. Lance Lynn's not going to beat you with his athleticism. He's not going to beat you with his leadership or grit. He's going to beat you with his mind. That's at that point in his career, that's plain and simple. So the fact that he went from pitching 4 innings, 8 runs to 6 innings, 3 hits, no runs, I think that's very telling. I think that's a good sign. Lance Lynn has been pitching a little bit better recently, a little bit. He's still not back, but the strikeouts are getting up there. And the runs are down at least generally. He's not having a good year. He's not the Lance Lynn, of years past, but I think I'm willing to back him at this sketchy short price. I really do. I'll take the plus money and I'll hold my breath. Now, you bring up a really good point here about the total. The total here is at 7.5. It opened at 7.5, and it's looking like it might go to fucking 7, which is ridiculous in my opinion. I don't know what's good with that, especially after seeing a 5-21 game yesterday with the White Sox involved and seeing an 8-4 game with Cleveland and Detroit. Detroit's fucking offense was scoring 4 runs too in that game. So you're getting a 12-run game there, and you're getting a fucking 26-run game with the White Sox involved, and now we're getting a total at 7.5. I think that tells us we get a masterclass from both these pitchers, and I'm willing to take my shot on Lance Lynn here, unless you think the under is a better look, which it could be. Could be because everyone's betting on the over in this game. I'm seeing a ton of money on the over, and the line's moving down. So maybe the under is the real look here. We're getting a little bit of wind blowing in, but nothing crazy. Maybe the under is the look here, but I feel like taking an under in a game with McKenzie pitching might not be the sharpest look because everyone thinks this guy's going to throw a no-no today in every start for the rest of the year.
Yeah. I mean, I think if it touches 7, that's kind of the magic number for me. I'm cool to take the over. I think it's a go there. Still like it at 7.5, but no, I think it's a go. It's a go. The under is a go.
Okay.
If we hit 7, because the 7 totals at 7 have not been going over. The ones that close there, especially.
They've been fucking pushing at 7.
Yeah, they've been like it's like 2, 6, and 6 to the over in the past week and a couple days now.
Christ.
So yeah, I mean it's statute of limitations of what technically counts. I mean I've been looking at ones that are hitting over or hitting the 7 pretty early in the day and closing there as well. So grain of salt, but I mean they haven't been hitting the over. And with McKenzie, I think he is going to come out and pitch well. Absolutely. I don't think he's going to go out there and be Cy Young as everybody thinks he is, but he's going to pitch well. Not really terrified of him against this White Sox lineup either, though. So I think regardless, I don't think there's going to be too much runs in this game. And if you're looking for an angle, this is what I always like to do with the guards. They are one of the streakiest in-game teams. So they always come out and they have a crooked inning and their offense either turns off or turns up. So, I mean, you see with the Tigers actually all the time when they play them. It's really weird. I mean, they'll come out and score 2 in the first and their offense will be dormant for however long in that game before they turn it back up. So solid live bet target for whatever you're leaning in the Guardians game.
Okay. That's a great point. That's sharp as attack. And chat, respectfully, I mean, all the comments after my Lance Lynn pitch there is exactly what I needed to hear to back him today.
They're going to make you double your units on it.
My guy KW is saying it's the time of the season you bet on good teams and good pitchers. Lynn is not a good pitcher this year. I mean, did you bet on Yu Darvish last night? How did that go? Plain and simple. You can't just bet on every good team. You can't just bet on every favorite. You can't just bet on everything that makes sense. You should use your baseball brain 50%, and you should read the lines 50%. That's my opinion. That's what I do. But at the end of the day, if you're clicking the right buttons and you're getting money in your account, you're clicking the right buttons, you're getting money in your account. And I wish you the best. But you can't just say Lance Lynn sucks, Tristan McKenzie's good, White Sox suck, Guardians are good, I'm back in the Guardians. That's just not going to cut it.
Yeah, and I mean, we're saying, like, I see the thing. Like, the Guards been playing good baseball. 7 of their last 10 games have been against the Tigers. So let's relax. let's relax on the good baseball team.
I mean, literally, you and me could probably go up there and put up some good at-bats against the fucking Tigers.
Yeah, I mean, they've been playing well. Don't get me wrong. It's not easy to beat any team in the MLB, but let's relax.
Do you think we can take Shane McClanahan's under strikeout prop today and make money? It's at 7.5. Capwise Nick had a really good point earlier. It's that time of year where these young arms start to get pretty fucking tired, and he's looked tired in his last couple starts. I mean, he hasn't had any strikeouts. His walks are up. His strikeout prop is still at 7.5 because we're getting it against a shitty Kansas City offense. But correct me if I'm wrong, the Royals don't really strike out too much. I think the under strikeouts for McClanahan, when people will just be blindly betting that over against a shitty Royals team, is at least a decent look.
Yeah, I don't think people realize, too, like, from watching Shane McClanahan, he's not pitching the same way as he was in the beginning of the year. And I'm not just saying, like, he's not as good. Like, his approach is different. He's pitching more contact. So, I mean, that's a reason why his strikeout numbers have been down, along with the fact that he hasn't been as sharp just in general.
Right.
He's trying to throw his fastball more for strikes. He's focusing a lot less on having, like, that sharp off speed, out of the zone, make you chase, slider, curveball, or whatever.
Right.
So it's interesting. I'm not going to say it's like a smash play or anything, but I mean, going forward, it's definitely interesting to track kind of how that number starts to creep down a little bit throughout the rest of the season, because we're going to see that.
Are we able to see what his strikeout lines were at in his last couple starts?
They've all been 7.5. I know one start, I believe he opened up 6.5 and climbed up, but closing, I don't think it's been anywhere on Prize Picks below 7.
I think that under 7.5 is a really good look today against your guy, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
And I'm probably going to look to pair that with something on Prize Picks for an absolute nuke. He's seen 8.5 on FanDuel. Oh, my God. He was 6.5 earlier, then got bumped to 8, and now down to 7.5. What the fuck? Holy shit. Mark was seeing 8.5 on FanDuel, but he said, never mind, it just changed. So it's starting to come down now, which could be good for the team. Okay. I think that under 7.5 is a pretty fucking good look. What do you think happens in this game?
Yeah, I mean, this is another one where I think it's really hard. It's really hard for me to back because I don't think there's a price you can take on this game. So I think the Rays do win, but in a 6.5 total game with the Rays, who have weirdly been covering a lot of run lines lately, am I going to take the run line here? No, I don't trust that in a 6.5 total game. So I wouldn't be against people kind of taking a shot at the Royals here, but I do think it is a little telling that as well as Brady Singer has been pitching lately against Shane McClanahan, who's been regressing lately, that the Rays are still minus 210. And I know this is a Royals offense who scored like 3 runs in 4 games or something, but this is not a prolific Rays offense either. So it's just another no-touch game for me.
I agree with you on that. Shane McClanahan stock down, Brady Singer stock up. And we're still getting minus 200 here with both offenses being kind of poop,
Yeah.
just in general. So I'm with you. My look in this one was back Shane McClanahan to get back on track here a little bit and take them first 5 minus a half at like minus 120. And
Yeah.
that way, hopefully it's fucking 1-0 going through 5. Hopefully they can fucking creep out a run or two and early in the game against Brady Singer.
Yeah. They've been scoring early a lot in the
Okay.
games that their offense has looked good. So I mean, if you want to back the Rays, that's probably the way I would do it.
Word. Okay. Yeah, I'll take almost half as short of odds with that first 5 minus a half and just pray that they can get a run or two.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we even want to talk about the Detroit game? I mean, give me a fucking break, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really. I think the line's a little short, but I'm not going to bet the Tigers now. Probably not.
Sandoval, Manning, the fucking Angels are winning games now for some reason, kind of. Although they got swept by Seattle.
Yeah.
Looks like they're back to their losing ways. But they were ripping off some wins there, which is pretty fucking hilarious because it could not be more late for them to be doing that shit. Sandoval, I mean, we both don't love Sandoval. Manning, I don't really love Manning, to be honest with you. But there is one thing I know, and it's the Tigers continuously hit left-handed pitching pretty good. They really do. The problem is, though, you're only going to get Sandoval for 5-ish innings because he just doesn't go deep into games. So I don't know if it's worth it. Honestly, the Tigers' bullpen is better than the Angels' bullpen at this point. It's not even really close, in my opinion. So if this is a close game or even a one-run game going into the end, I think I'd rather have my coins on the Tigers at home at plus money here against the Angels, who have been better recently. But we know this team sucks. And yes, we know the Tigers suck, but with guys like Miguel Cabrera and Haas who can hit lefties pretty fucking good, I'm willing to at least give them a look. And I think the Tigers at plus money here are decent.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think even though the Angels have been the Angels lately since their little run, I think the line's a little short. But at the same time, do I want a little better price than plus 120, a little shorter to take the Tigers? Yeah. I don't really care to take the Tigers at that price. It's a gross game.
Yeah, and that line is moving towards the Angels over 10 cents now. But I'm seeing more money on the Tigers. So that's also kind of fucking weird.
Very true.
It's the time of the year where teams like the Tigers literally don't give a single fuck. And they're packing it up and getting ready for next year. They're trying new things. They're probably trying new approaches at the plate because whatever the fuck they were doing early in the season didn't work. And they're more focused on growth and getting ready for next season. This is tough. Our guy Matt in chat saying, with that knowledge, you think the Angels open up at minus 125 and steam to minus 140 with the Tigers versus left-handed pitching being goods. Yeah, I do think that's weird. I do. Especially with more money on the Tigers, which you never really see. So if the Tigers end up being a public dog, we'll be seeing. I'll be staying far away from that. But I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked if they are. I mean, come on. Houston, Atlanta. Lance McCullers making his second start. He looked like Cy Young in his first start. Kyle Wright, big name, shitty results, in my opinion, at least kind of recently. I don't know how he's been in his last start or two. I need to look. But Kyle Wright doesn't really scare me. He scared me in the beginning of the season. And I don't really know if I want to go around fading the Braves at this rate because they're literally the best team in baseball right this second, in my opinion. Maybe the Dodgers are, but Atlanta just continues to score, continues to win. But McCullers look great in that first start back. And we're getting Houston at plus money here, which maybe it's a little telling. Or maybe it's just because of how fucking good Atlanta's been. And maybe it's because we just saw Atlanta beat up on DeGrom a little bit. Not really, but they beat DeGrom when nobody expected it. So maybe the squares today will be like, wow, the Braves are really fucking good. They just beat DeGrom. There's no way they lose today with Kyle Wright on the mound with a 3 ERA and 14-5 record against McCullers, who's made one start. There's no fucking way. Not at home. So I could see that narrative being talked about today. we're seeing more money on Houston right now, which is interesting. But that line is moving towards. It is moving a little bit towards Houston, but nothing worth even really talking about. So, total's moving down a speck here. Like I said, I don't know if it's a sign that Houston's plus money. They're almost never plus money, and that means they're going to lose, or if it's just because people are going to be all over Atlanta today after seeing them beat DeGrom. I really don't know what to think here.
Yeah, and I mean, this is another game with pretty competing things on both sides. I mean, you look at Kyle Wright, who I have outspokenly said I want to fade against good teams because he's not putting up results against good teams. I know somebody said in the chat he had a crazy month of July, and he played the Nats twice, the Angels, the D-backs, and the Cardinals. So
and look what you did against the Mets. I'm looking at it. You want to go ahead and read his stat line off?
Yeah, when he went up against a really good offense, that's kind of what tends to happen. Because I don't think he's a good pitcher. Don't get me wrong, but against the top competition, against the better offenses, I'll pass. But it's really hard for me to bet on an Astros team coming off of yesterday, coming off of the 21 runs. That's what makes it really difficult. But
another great point.
Yeah, I mean, coming off 21 runs, that definitely scares me. That's probably the main thing holding me back from betting the Astros. I think it is also telling that they're an underdog, absolutely. But can you really put the Braves as an underdog at this point, the way that they're playing? I don't think so either.
Not after beating DeGrom. I don't think it'd be possible.
I think the 21 runs yesterday and being, winning 9 of 10 and beating Jacob DeGrom yesterday, I think those two things kind of even out.
Let's think about this in a roast the squares moment here for a little bit, and then we'll carry on about our day. And I hate roasting the squares because then they end up winning, but it is what it is. So you're a square. You wake up today. You had 5 units on the Mets yesterday, and you wake up saying, "How the hell did I just lose a bet on Jacob DeGrom last night? What the fuck?" That must mean that the Braves are really fucking good. And Javon, what is the one thing that squares are afraid of? It's the plus money sign. Squares don't want to go anywhere near it. They don't want to touch the plus money sign. So if they put Atlanta at plus money today, the books wouldn't have the squares all over the Braves today on a Friday night when units are absolutely being deployed after a beer or two. It's the fucking weekend. If they made the Braves plus money, they wouldn't be getting all that square money, in my opinion. So they kind of had to make them a favorite here to get money on the Braves. But with that being said, more money's coming in on Houston right now, and people love betting on the Astros. So it's a really tough game for me to cap here. I'll be honest with you. I think if I had to take something, and part of my brain is why don't you just trust what you said 3 weeks ago, where you actually look smart when you said the Braves are going to win the division and end the season on fire? Why don't you just continue to ride the Braves until they start losing again and ride the streak? So I have a fucking devil on my shoulder saying that, and then I've got my little contrarian angel on my shoulder up here saying maybe you should back McCullers, who looked fucking awesome in that first start back, and take Houston at plus money because Houston at plus money doesn't grow on trees. And Houston beats good teams. Houston beats good teams. Kyle Wright does not beat good teams. Take Houston, debatably the best team in the AL, at plus money here. So that's kind of where I'm at with this. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I mean, the more that I look at it, the more I kind of talk myself into the over.
Okay.
Honestly.
What do you like?
That's kind of my way to fade Kyle Wright without having to trust McCullers off of only a second start off of the IL stint.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the Braves offense is definitely damn good enough to put up runs against Lance McCullers, despite how good he looked in his first start. And Kyle Wright, I think he's going to give up runs regardless of whether they win this game or not, because I think good hitters get to Kyle Wright. So I think the more that I look at that, I think the over-under sitting at 8, I'd be very tempted to take that over.
I agree. I really hope that over-under gets back to 8.5. I'll be honest with you. Although more money is coming on the under, but it's not crazy. It's not like there's 90% of the money coming on the under. I would love to see that total bump back up to 8.5, and then I'd be totally cool with playing it. I mean, we've talked about the Astros and how they're under machines this season, right?
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense for me. I mean, good teams smacking their unders. It makes a lot of sense because everyone's betting on good teams overs, good offenses overs, right? And the books aren't here to lose money. So it all adds up. But at the end of the day, yeah, good call,
The
Javon. You're a
Nats.
fucking freak.
The Nats.
At the end of the day, yeah, shout out the Nats. Put some
Shout
fucking
out
respect on their
Josh
name.
Hader. That's who it
Shout out
is.
Josh Hader for being an idiot too.
Yeah.
Although we were getting to you as well there in the ninth.
Yeah.
We were getting to you as well.
A little bit.
Terrible management decision to leave him out there in the ninth. But if they put in
also.
Hader, it might have even gotten worse. I mean, he looks like shit.
Yeah.
So let's fucking go. Hashtag attitude. How about it? Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I mean, Fruity literally came on the stream yesterday, doesn't know a lick about baseball, and goes, yeah, my play of the day today is the Nationals because they're plus 300.
He
and
did.
Literally dropped his nuts on the table and left, and that's why he's a good fucking better. Take notes, people.
Yeah, good.
Take notes.
Love to hear that.
Fucking beast. Trent, there's no way you even took that bet. There's no way his body would.
I wonder if he did take that.
There's no way his body would let him place Nats.
He did say because we were talking about it. I was like, you know what? It's more of a play because I don't think any major league team deserves to be at that price. And he was like, yeah, that's the actual. I can actually get behind doing that in this situation because I kind of agree. I was like, oh shit. Did he take it?
Trent, send me that bet slip, Trent, because it doesn't exist. And that's okay. Hey, I didn't bet on the Nats last night either because I'm a pussy too. It's fine. All right, that over. Let's hope it gets back up to 8.5. That'll be a good sign. He did say he respected it, though. We'll give him that. He respected it.
He did.
He knew it was a good bet. His body didn't let him place it. It's okay. It's okay. Put some respect on the Nats. That was a big win for the young guys. And our guy Vargas, who I don't even know how the fuck to pronounce his first name. Illadelph is what it sounds like.
Very sneakily, I didn't have a pair for it, so I didn't play it. But I was just looking through the board. He just randomly got added for total bases like 5 minutes before the game.
Oh, I was gonna say you better fucking tell me when that's happening, but I give you a pass if it was that late.
Yeah, literally right before the game was starting. I look, and he was there.
Bro, the Washington Post just wrote an article about him. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's first name. I'm really upset. I wish I did. I need to figure it out. It's ILDEMARO. Ildemaro Vargas. Motivated by mom, is giving himself a shot with the Nats. It's probably a really good article. I'm not going to fucking read it out loud like I'm reading you guys a kid's book, but I was trying to find his stats, and then this article came up. So people are starting to take notice. The dude's been hitting 341 since he's joined the Nats on August 1st. Put some respect on his name. It's probably a fluke, but that's pretty cool. Rare Nats dub. Check this out. This is the perks of watching BT out. You get some inside info on the Book It squad. Plays are being made. All right. Let's go to Minnesota, where Dylan Bundy, Turkey Tosser McGee is minus 140 against Martin Perez. Give me a fucking break. Give me a break. Now, is this line like this because the Twins are good and everyone thinks they're good, even though we think they're frauds, and Texas is bad and everyone thinks they're bad, even though they're actually better than their record? They've just been underperforming all year. Or is this, a must-bet Dylan Bundy favored against Martin Perez, the public favorite?
No, I think the line makes sense. It's also, coming down to the season, it's the better team. One of them's in playoff position. One of them's not. Dylan Bundy is also – he's a 2.8 ERA at home, so he's much better at home. He's not Turkey Tossing McGee in Minnesota whatsoever. So I think the line makes sense. So I'm still going Rangers. I think the Rangers win this game. This is probably an individual matchup play, looking at it from a prop perspective, because a lot of these guys are nightmare matchups for Dylan Bundy. Dylan Bundy struggles against lefties. They have a couple lefties, sure. Seager, Jonah Heim, whoever they want to put in there, Nate Lowe. But even the righties match up really well when you're talking about against Dylan Bundy. I will be looking. I don't even know. I didn't look to see if he's on there yet, but Adolis Garcia. I will be looking to take him for something because Dylan Bundy against righties, spam sliders, which Adolis kills. Same with a couple other guys. I'll be down to take pretty much anybody in that lineup, not named Marcus Semien, because that guy looks lost right now. But I think this is a pretty decent spot. Do I like backing Martin Perez, even though he's kind of faded off, I guess, as kind of the public favorite? Scares me a little bit, but I'm down to back him here. There's some weather issues with this game. I think Ollie said too. So will it get played? We don't know. But I mean, I'm not betting pitcher props or anything, so it's not like I'm scared of that. So that's where I'm at.
Damn, I did not want to hear that. I'll be honest with you, but that was full baseball brain, and that was not reading lines brain from Javon, which gives me a little bit of hope. But that definitely scares me that you like the Rangers today. I mean, Dylan Bundy sucks. But I'm tired of hearing the Martin Perez slurp fest, and seeing him at plus money, I think is extremely telling with how good his stats are on the surface level and how much money he's made everyone this season. I think that's extremely telling that Dylan Bundy, who literally sucks, is laying damn near minus 140 and counting. The line is slowly but surely moving towards them still. And with the total here set at 8, like, we're not getting a bazillion runs in this game, you know? I don't know. My line betting senses here are really tingling for the Twins, but in the back of my head, I know that the Twins are pretty fraudulent, and I know that the Rangers lineup is way better than that 53 and 65 record, so I'm scared. My baseball brain and contrarian brain are literally fighting 12-round boxing match in my brain as we speak, which usually results in me not betting. So,
yeah, I mean, it's another one that I think you'll be able to tell pretty clearly. I guess I'll lean on the game as the line continues to move throughout the rest of the day. If it moves whichever way, I think where it's at right now is a pretty key spot, and wherever it goes will be pretty telling. But
I'm with
we
you.
will be back to Rangers regardless.
Damn, bro, we might be on opposite sides there today.
Man, it's okay.
Fuck, I don't like being on the opposite side of you. You're fucking smart as shit.
I will never bet.
That is true. All right, let's go to Coors. Sure. We got Alex Wood and Urania, who's maybe the worst pitcher in baseball. We've got a total here at 11. Urania's stats in ERA is extremely deceiving, in my opinion, with how bad he's actually looked on the mound. And I don't love Alex Wood either. I'll be honest with you. I think he's sitting at the Thanksgiving table with the rest of the turkey tossers. So the over might be a decent look here. I don't love how it's moved from 11.5 to 11. But these offenses stink. But Colorado is getting a lefty they get to face, and I'm tired of hearing the narrative that they fucking crush lefties at home. But it gives me a little bit of hope. But the fucking Rockies offense blows. The Giants offense blows, but we're getting a total here at 11 with two pitchers who on paper have decent stats, but I think they're worse than they look on paper here, especially Urania. I think Urania's absolutely atrocious. And I was a Urania guy when he came back in the league and pitched really well for a game or two. I actually made some money on, but not after watching him pitch recently. I'm out. Give me the over in this one, I guess. But I'm not betting anything in this game sidewise, and I don't even know if I'm going to take the over myself.
Yeah, it's pretty gross as far as Coors games go, but I mean, it's always a good spot for props. And we have Urania, 50% sinker pitcher, going against the statistical best sinker hitter in the league. You know who that is?
Is that fucking who would it be? I don't know, but I want to take a guess. Let me pull this line up. Jock?
No, it is Wilmer Flores.
Oh, Wilmer Flores, dude. Gross.
Very conveniently has a total bases up on prospect today for the first time.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Taking it.
Mookie Betts' cousin works for Prize Picks, in case you were wondering why he hates Cabo.
Yeah, he told me that. He told me that yesterday. I was like, you know what?
Bro.
I don't bet Mookie often, but you can be damn sure I'm not doing it again.
I mean, give me a break. Giving Mookie a little call before the game. Hey, Mook, we're a little overexposed on your fantasy score today. You mind if you stay away from the steals tonight? You mind if you take your base knock and carry on about your day? Maybe tell coach you got a little sore hammy. Unbelievable. That's actually hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, now a game that I actually want to talk about. Let's go to San Diego. I literally can't even look at this game and look at, like, every time I look at the Padres logo, I laugh out loud because it's fucking hysterical. Now, I need to know their actual record since they've made the trade. I need to know. Whether I have to go back and count myself, there's got to be a tweet somewhere. If anybody in chat knows, please, 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 please fill me in. What is the Padres' record since they traded for the best player in baseball and since they already got their World Series ring shipped to them? What is their record? It's not good. 6-9. Kev, I can't tell you if that's a great joke or if that's actually their record. Please, somebody confirm. But Robles will probably be back in the lineup today, even though he is a bonehead and got benched for a game or two because he made another base running mistake. But he's facing a lefty, and that's huge for the Nats bats because he's really the only guy in this fucking lineup that can hit lefties, in my opinion. Meneses, he's got that weird magic shit going on right now where he's just a crazy baseball story, but Meneses is no Freddie Freeman up there. So Luke Voigt looked like shit last night. One could argue. I mean, the dude's been a freak since he's been on the team. I'm not going to lie, but he defies everything. It makes no sense. Yeah. I mean, a smart bettor would just blindly throw a half unit anytime you see plus 300 and just go about your day and not even waste time on research, and you're making money long term. So that's what I'm going to pitch here today. And I'm going to say just take the Nats, sprinkle on the ML today, sprinkle on the ML tomorrow, and sprinkle on the ML on Sunday. And they're going to win at least one of those games, and you're going to break even. Now, if they win today or they win tomorrow, maybe you don't got to bet it on Sunday. And I like the spot better for the Nats tomorrow with Josiah Gray on the mound because he's been looking really sharp. So today and tomorrow, I think are a better look. Espino has been getting dragged a lot today, but I know Espino doesn't have great stuff, but the dude just goes out there and pitches fine. Every time he pitches, pretty much, pitches fine. And the Nats offense has also been fine. So I'm not worried about them maybe sneaking a run or two off of Snell. There's Snell absolutely dealt against us last week, and he's a matchup nightmare for the Nats. We do get to see him for the second time in a week, which is good. And the Padres are literally, you can see the fucking dust coming off of the bat's grips when the Padres are up to the plate because they're clenching the bat so fucking hard because they're starting to get really nervous and trying way too hard. And sometimes that's not a good thing. The Nats have nothing to fucking lose. I'm sure they had a couple laughs last night and a couple beers after winning, as they should, because the whole thing is just fucking hilarious to me. Do you have any real takes in this game, or are you just doing what you always do here and just blindly taking the fucking Nats, sprinkle on the ML?
Yeah, sprinkle on the ML, sprinkle on the reverse run line. Just like I did yesterday, I'll do it for the rest of the series. Because, I mean, I think – didn't do the math, but I'm pretty sure that yesterday is going to cover pretty much if they lose by 10 the next 3 games. So I'm going to continue to ride that. I think no team, regardless of who you are, deserves to be at this price on a consistent basis. So, I mean –
yes, I agree. It's ridiculous.
It's won the value, especially, I mean, the total of the game's at 7.5, which, yes, it's probably a good deal because of the Nats offense not being great, and Blake Snell can go out and shove, and Padres can win 7-0, whatever. But, I mean, Espino can go out there and do enough, I think. So, I mean, it's a legitimate just shot for value. I think it's worth a sprinkle for sure.
You like the total at all in this game? I don't hate the over, I'll be honest with you.
I don't love it, but I think it's partially me being biased because I don't think we can go out and see 10 runs in a game and the Nationals win it. So like I don't really want to bet the over necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going to have to be a game like yesterday for them to win one of these games.
I mean, the Padres are playing so tight butthole right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they only score 1 run again.
Yeah,
straight up.
I'd be shocked.
You're getting a matchup here, and I don't care the skill discrepancy between the players. I fucking understand. I know the Nats blow deck. I get it, guys. Okay, I watch this team every night. It's like literally torture. But the Nats have nothing to lose. They have zero pressure at all, and the Padres could not have more pressure, especially playing against the Nats, which is hilarious. So go ahead and give me the Nats ML. A little sprinkle, never hurt nobody. A safer play would probably be the Nats plus 2.5, which you can get at a decent price, which is just fucking absurd that you can get them at plus 2.5 with a total at 7.5. That is ridiculous. And that's only there because of the amount of people that are going to take the fucking Padres minus 2.5. It's the only reason why that's up.
I've seen it already a couple times today.
That's the only reason why it's up. People saying, no way they lose 2 in a row. No way they don't fucking stomp on them today. I mean, to be honest with you, man, I just don't think the Padres have it right now, especially against the Nats. Maybe they're playing tight. Maybe they're just slumping, and maybe they get it together today and put up 20 runs. But Espino is going to be good enough. The Nats offense will score a run or two.
Yeah.
Maybe the over isn't a good look.
I'll wait till Sunday to hammer the over.
Okay, fair.
Patrick Corbin, Sean Manaea. I don't care what that totals out. Whatever it's out, I'm taking it.
We got to find a way to push that start for Corbin. Like I'm gonna like find him and like run up to him and like tell him I have COVID or something, so he has to like sit out or some shit. I don't know. Like
they don't play Monday, so it's probably very unlikely.
That's just, I mean, he's got to be like, God damn it. Like looking at that matchup. I mean, we let the guy skip a start. We couldn't push him back one more day, so we didn't have to face the fucking Padres on the road. Are you kidding me? What the fuck are we doing? I'm cool with pushing his start. We should have probably pushed another fucking start too, because he's clearly not back. Although he was throwing 96, but that didn't mean shit. He still got teed up. Yeah. God, he sucks. All right, here's a game that I think we're both going to have some leans and plays in this one. St. Louis, Arizona. Yeah. I like the over in this one. The total opened up at 9 with Mikolas on the bump. You kidding me? Give me the fucking over here.
Yeah.
Our guy Henry, who we like, is sketching me out a little bit, and the total's moved down half a run, but I don't know how I don't take the over here. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I want to back Tommy Henry here, to be honest with you. I think
you want to take the plus money here.
Yeah, I do, because I think the opener was honestly a little short on the money line with Mikolas. Yes, he's not great on the road, but this is a Cardinals team. We all know the narrative against lefties, and this is a very soft throwing lefty that they're going to face here. So ideally, this would be an amazing matchup for the Cardinals. Not saying that it's a terrible matchup or anything, but I feel like the opener of minus 170, minus 175, with the Cardinals being clearly the better team, with clearly the better pitcher on the mound, it's a little strange to me, especially with all the money on it. It's moved less than 10 cents the Cardinals' way. It's really weird. It's really weird. And it's a biased play, I guess, because I love Tommy Henry and I love a lot of this D-backs offense. But honestly, the D-backs offense matches up really well with Mikolas. They're a very well sinker-slider team. They hit well against it. And guys like Rojas, guys like Christian Walker has sneakily been demolishing right-handed pitching lately. Dude is Barry Bonds. So I mean, I can actually count on the D-backs to get some runs off of Mikolas here. And yes, they are coming off of a couple decent offensive performances against Rodon and Webb. So I'm excited for that. I think they've been playing really well recently, and that might continue today. And yeah, Stone Garrett. Stone Garrett is very good.
Best name in baseball?
It's pretty close. Garrett? Pretty close, dude.
If there was a D on the end of that, I would lose my fucking mind. It's pretty good. It's still pretty fucking funny though. Such a geek. Yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried about friend of the program, Henry here.
Yeah.
I'm worried about him today. I'll be honest with you. But I could get behind Arizona. I mean, if I had to take a side here, I'd be with you there. I like the over here more. The Diamondbacks have been under machines recently, which is, I think, a good thing here because they've got an over in their future coming up. And I'm first team all Mikolas Fader. I still haven't figured out how to learn his last name. Not going to, don't care. Dude stinks, and he's a sneak Turk. He's just got his little Nolan Ryan fake mask on, and it's about to come off, and he's about to look like shit the rest of the year, I think. They're going to have Jordan Montgomery as their ace going into the fucking playoffs. I'm not a big Nicholas guy. I'm just not.
It's something I'm looking through the Cardinals' schedule and been seeing too. They don't
What?
really win the first game of a road trip.
Interesting.
They don't really do that. It's looking like.
You know what that tells me? That tells me they're going out in the town. They're checking out sites and maybe some establishments.
Yeah,
Maybe they're having a beer or two.
I'm looking at some pretty bad teams here too. I mean, that was the first game of the road trip where they got absolutely murdered by the Reds or by the Rockies with Nicholas on the mound.
Nicholas on the mound got destroyed.
Yeah, they got destroyed by the Reds. First game of a road trip too. The only one that I think I see them winning, not even that's the same trip. I was going to say the Nats, but that's the same trip. There's not much of them seeing here as far as them performing pretty well. I haven't seen a single one they've won the first game of a road trip yet.
Damn. Well, I don't like that because I'm contrarian, but
yeah, I know it probably makes
normal people would like that. Maybe that's why the line is set like that, but I don't know if a trend like that would even matter for the Bucks. And yes, Jake, I know he fucking bites heads off of lizards, and that does scare me. And he's probably going to walk around the outfield today in Arizona with his little incense and say some weird rituals at the wall, acting like that shit matters. I'm not a big ritualistic guy. I don't think that matters, and I think he's going to get absolutely teed up today on the mound, whether he's throwing incense around the outfield or not, or whether he's biting heads off of lizards or not. So let me get to the over. Do I lean Arizona with Javon? 1,000%. I think it's a great bet. I think you're getting really fucking good value in a game that's more like a coin flip. So I think the plus 155 is a fucking great look. I just absolutely love the over in this spot. I think it's a little bit of a safer play, which I hate to say because there's no such thing as a safer play. But I just think if the D-backs win, this shit's going over. But I think there's also a chance that this game goes over and the Cardinals maybe sneak out a win. So that's kind of why I'm leaning over here. I really hope it bumps back up to 9. We'll have to see. It is at 8.5. It is at 8.5 right now, but the odds are juiced. But it's definitely concerning that line moved down a half a run with all the money coming in on the over.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be monitoring for sure. I mean, the game's at 9:40 Eastern time. We got some time. A game that we have to talk about here. I mean, and Dwarf Noah, I'm with you on the Nats today, brother. Yes. A game we got to talk about here is Seattle, Oakland. And I really like Oakland today. And I know it's disgusting. I know there's no way that Irvin can continue keeping this up at home. There's no chance, right? But the guy's got a 1.69 ERA at home. Nice. But he just continues to go out there and absolutely shove in the pitcher's park. And Seattle's coming off of a sweep against a shitty Angels team. They're going to be feeling pretty fucking good about themselves, as they should, because they've been on fire the whole second half of the season. But I think that line is a little bit short. I think Gonzalez has been butt cheeks recently. He's been getting absolutely touched up, throwing BP. We've talked about it before, Javon. Like, he's usually good for his 5 innings, 3 earned runs every single start, right? 5.5 innings, 3 runs. But he's been getting lit up recently, and I don't think that changes today. And I think that line kind of tells us that he's going to get teed up a little bit today too. I would love to see that total go up. I would love to see it go up, and it's moving that way a little bit. But if that gets to 8, I'll be even more confident in the Athletics because that tells me we're seeing runs. And if we're getting runs in this game, I think it's coming from the shit home Oakland Athletics, and Irvin's going to be locked down again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. I think the line's a little short, but I think it's short for a reason too. I mean, it's partially because Marco Gonzalez has been so bad recently, especially on the road.
Yeah.
So I think it's a fair line a little bit. Like it should be a little higher, a little longer odds, but I'm not like completely in on the suspicious line yet. I would be more inclined to take the over, like you were saying, because I do think we're going to get some runs. I do think the over is a way to both back the regression that you've been seeing from Marco Gonzalez as well as back some incoming regression from Cole Irvin at home, like we're kind of expecting to see. So that's probably what I would be. I would love for that to go to 8. If that goes to 8, I'm with you. I think that's going to be a really solid play, and I'll probably be on that. But honestly, if this stays where it is, this line stays where it is, I might just take the value on Seattle. I might do it.
and fade Irvin, who's been pitching really well at home, and back Gonzalez to have a bounce back start against a shitty lineup. I mean, if Gonzalez is going to get back on track, this has got to be the game he's got circled on his calendar, right? He's got to be losing some sleep after his recent, outings, and he's like, well, at least I get Oakland in a pitcher's park, so it's now or never for him to get back on track. But at this point in the season, we've seen a big enough sample size, and I just think Irvin really likes pitching at home on this mound in this pitcher's park, and I think Seattle, coming off of a sweep, is going to be feeling pretty confident, even though it was against a shit team. And I think it's a good spot to back Irvin one more time at home and fade Gonzalez one more time before he maybe figures it out. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. But you could be right. I mean, you're the one giving the contrarian take here. I'm the one giving the square play, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, there's different angles of it. So, I mean, I don't know. I just, after watching the A's bats, they're bad. And I know it's Marco Gonzalez, but I mean, they're facing Dane Dunning. They're facing Cole Reagans, who, I mean, they looked okay against, but nothing great. Just watching them in person, they have a lot of guys in and out of that lineup too, which I think is my main issue with backing their bats. A lot of guys in and out of the lineup, not getting consistent looks, so that scares me. But yeah, I'm not too convinced on any side in this game. This is another one, just like I guess half the games today, where the entire time between now and time between first pitch, I'll be paying close attention to the line, both the total and the money lines, to see where they move.
Damn, Ollie's saying he doesn't think Seth Brown's going to play today.
Well, yeah, not against lefty.
Yeah, it's not good. That's not good. Still no Laureano.
Yeah, still no Laureano. Tony Kemp is back, but he very well might not be playing either. He might have to, which is not great for the lineup.
Fuck. Not great for the over either.
Yeah.
True. You like any props in this Dodgers-Miami game before we switch over to the surgical?
Yeah, no. Definitely not. There's
definitely
nothing
not
really there for me. Definitely not taking Mookie after what I've heard from Trent. Not that I was going to anyway, but ban for life. Ban for life.
That's facts. I mean, it's probably a smart move, to be honest with you. So
yeah,
I don't hate it. I mean, I'm not lying. I'm not betting the Marlins. They suck, and I'm not taking the fucking Dodgers -1.5 because I'm not ever taking that ever.
Yeah, so I think this would typically be the situation where, similar to the Nationals, or to say take the value, but I honestly don't think the price is high enough on the Marlins for me to do that. Plus 225, it's a hefty price, but I don't think it's enough.
Yeah, I'm with you, and I really just don't want to fade the Dodgers. They're just too fucking good, and Miami's offense is poverty. So Miami will probably win this game 10-0 in record fashion because it's baseball and nothing makes sense. But we're getting through. We're powering through. We're still finding winners, and we're grinding and getting ready for football in 20 days because it's coming.
Yeah, we are.
It's coming in hot. All right. Javon, you're more than welcome to chill, to come back later, whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't know if you have any more games to go to today or any more Chris Brown concerts, but I'll be running the surgical stream coming up here in a second, and you're more than welcome to come on and help me craft because God knows I need it after the last 2 days. Shit plays that I'm giving out. Enough is enough. We need to give the people winners today. All right?
Let's do it.
And I need your help.
Yep.
All right, brother.
All right.
Josh, we can go ahead and shift this over. Guys, I appreciate it. Happy Friday. Let's have a great fucking weekend and let's build a bankroll because it's going to be an expensive one. And we need coins. Let's get it. Guys, happy Thursday. We're almost at the weekend. You know what? I count today as the weekend. Thursday is the weekend. Are you taking ML or are you taking spread?
ML. Taking ML.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I should have known. I don't even know why I asked.
Come on now. Square up, baby.
Go to muted. You're dancing by yourself. Bro, my man just fucking put music up and started shaking his head around dancing, and we couldn't hear a single thing. Common Ollie L.
Parlay piece for sure. Right?
Should be a safe lay piece. Sure.
Nah, why the fuck did you have to say that? That shit not hitting right now.
I have to say it.
Yeah. Seahawks money line.
Uh-huh.
Boston money line,
Yep.
and the over in New York and Atlanta.
Uh-huh. Oh, God, dude. You're a sick pup. Oh. What are you, Pooh Bear?
If the 3-piece McNugget parlay misses, I will do a 50 nugget challenge live on stream.
50 nugs tomorrow.
Is that enough?
When
Is
you
50
pour-
not enough? People are saying 50 is not enough. I feel like that's more.
I think you know your strengths and weaknesses. I mean, if you think you can put down a 100-piece like a grown-up, you could give it a try.
Oh my God.
Or you
grow
could take
up.
the easy way out and put down a 50-piece like a fucking 8-year-old could.
All right, we'll do 100.
100-piece tomorrow if this three-leg parlay doesn't hit. I've got mine. Jacob deGrom over 1.5 earned runs. Yep. You heard me.
I mean, you're on the over, so you might as well, but like, bye-bye.
One more time.
Our guy Chelly better be coming up here, and he better be bringing his nugs. That's all I'm going to say. 100 of them. I'm ready to enjoy the ride. W intro. L bets from me. Holy shit, the crab lay yesterday. I was gassing it up. 0-2, like a fucking bozo. I might be the only person on earth that faded DeGrom yesterday and made money, but that doesn't fucking matter. Not happy. Not happy. Angry. My job this week was to run the show and give you guys winners, and I can't do it right now. So I'm coming with heat today. I'm not fucking around. I'm growing up, and I'm giving out winners only because I'm tired of fucking losing, and I want to fill your guys' bankrolls, bank accounts with some coin here heading into the weekend because God knows we all know it. We all need it. All right? That's a promise. I've got a couple plays that I really fucking like today, and we'll get to them. But I need to send the link out to some of the boys, and we need Chase to come in and fucking give us some more tennis plays because those are the only fucking things that hit. All right, Chase, we need you, brother. We got the link going out. Fucking join. If you haven't been on the stream before, no excuses. Grow the fuck up. Fix your hair. Put your makeup on. Clear your throat. Come on, give a winner. Like a man. All right? Come on. First time. I want some first-time people. I'm not ending the stream until we get a first-time person on stream today. All right? Plain and simple. And I want winners. All right? Let's have a fucking day today. All right? We got plenty of baseball games to bet today. Plenty. No excuses from me. Have to have winners today. Plain and simple. We've got 3 preseason games today. 3 of them. All right? Let's not even talk about the Seattle game yesterday. As soon as I chirped my buddy for coming on and fading all of us and said that shit wasn't hitting, I knew that shit was hitting. Plain and simple. We saw it. It happens. It is what it is. We move on, and there's 3 more preseason games I'm very excited to hear some pitches about because I'm not doing any fucking research on preseason games because losing bets on preseason makes my brain hurt. Plain and simple. I have a play in this game here starting up in 15 minutes. I'm on the under 10.5 in the Wrigley Wind Fest. I don't give a shit if the wind's blowing out 100 miles an hour. That's too many runs. That's too many runs. I'm taking the under, and I have 3 units on it. Yep. It's time to make some money. It's time to stop fucking around. Units are being deployed today, and the units have been deployed on the under in this early game. I'm trusting shitty Ashby. I'm trusting shitty Thompson. Don't care. They get it done today. They get it done today. I don't know. Somebody in chat said the over is sharp. I don't understand that. All I've heard this morning is wind blowing out, runs are being scored. So I'm fading the shit out of that trend. All right. Plain and simple. I need to tweet out this fucking play so people can fade it. But I woke up extra early this morning to work on some winners. This is the first of many. And we've got plenty more throughout the day as well. So I need to give the people this fade so they can make money. But I'm going the under 10.5. I snagged. I got 10.5 today. As soon as I saw it, I had to pull the trigger. 10.5. Chicago, Milwaukee, under. Don't care if it's 100-mile-an-hour wind to center field. These offenses blow. I don't care. Doesn't matter. All right? We're taking the under. We're all going to watch it. We're all going to root for no fun. We're all going to root for no runs. And it's going to hit. And you guys are going to be happy I'm running the stream today as we watch our bet hit throughout the afternoon. All right? Plain and simple. There it is. There's your first winner. Ride with me. Shit's hitting. All right? Plain and simple. I don't even know if they make fucking Ashby gifts. I don't think they do. Trying to tweet it out, but that's okay. We carry on about our day. All right? We carry on. The wind can do whatever the fuck it needs to do, but I don't really care about the wind. All right? I'm not a meteorologist. All right? I cap baseball games, and this one's hitting. Plays out. We're going to bring up some goats. We already got them in queue. They're already here. All right? We're bringing them up. We got my guy Chase, and then we got DeGen on deck coming in with the heat, and then Hardy picks in the hole. So we got 3 guys, 3 plays, 3 winners, hopefully more than 3 plays. Let's get after it. All right? What's up, Beast?
How we feeling?
Feeling good? Feeling good, my
Good?
man.
We're good.
You're a fucking
Awesome.
wizard.
Yeah. The Ben Shelton read. I mean, that's like losing 20-0 in baseball. I mean, losing 6-0, 6-2 is like impossible.
Well,
so
it happens.
I'm not even really mad about that. I said it. Don't care if it loses, but the three play hit. FAA came through. There was an electric match. I don't know if anybody was able to catch that. FAA went down 6-2 in the first set, looked completely out of it. Comes back in the second, wins it 7-6 in the tiebreak, and wins the third set 6-1 to take us home. So it was great. So I love that. Up a couple units yesterday. And I don't love the board today, so I'm going square, giving you a 2-legger. It's going to be Felix Auger-Aliassime and Stefano Tsitsipas on the money line. Barstool is giving me -107 for that. Both guys are right around -250. So I'm putting 3 units on this. Again, it's a 2-leg parlay, but there's no reason why either of these guys should lose. The biggest thing with Tsitsipas for me is I've been doing some research on this over-under for the Isner match. And Isner in his last 100 matches has gone over 75 times. I don't know have the exact number right in front of me. So that's my system play is when Isner's playing, you take the over. Not today. Not today.
Damn.
I take it every time he
Made the
plays.
system.
Not happening today. So in the last 4 times he's played Tsitsipas, it's gone under 3 times. So do the math there. Something's going on. Tsitsipas has him figured out. The thing with Isner is he doesn't move very much. And with a guy like Tsitsipas who can hit his serve back and keep him in play, Isner's not going to do well with that. I could see this going like in 2 sets. I'm not taking the under, but I do have the money line with Tsitsipas. It just makes me feel better. Isner's been playing some good tennis lately, but he does this in every tournament. He'll get a couple rounds deep, beat the small guys that can't hang with his serve. Then he gets to these bigger guys, and that's where we're at right now. So I love this. I love this to hit today.
Word. So both guys are what, like -250-ish? And you're
I think
parlaying them?
I think Tsitsipas is he's -280, and then Felix is -225. But that
Okay.
-107 is nice. I like that a lot. So that's my one big play of the day. I got a over on women's tennis tonight, but I'll tweet that play out here in just a little bit. So pretty excited for tonight. It's a square Friday. Why not?
Hell yeah, my man. What time do these matches kick off?
I believe the Tsitsipas match starts here in about 45 minutes, so you might want to get that in. The other one's tonight, so you shouldn't have any issue as long as you get that in here in the next 45 minutes. I think the first one's running a little late, so should have about 45 to an hour.
Awesome. Let's get these fucking tennis bags. Why not us?
Let's do it.
Let's build a bankroll any way we can. I said it yesterday. I don't care what sport it is. People come bring winners. I'm betting them. I'm going to tail this one too. I got to put it together. I'll do it when DeGen comes up. But I'm tailing this 2-piece. Hold the fry. Love it.
Awesome.
Absolutely love it, my man. Good luck tonight, all right? Have a good weekend.
Let's have a Friday. Let's have a Friday.
Why not us?
Let's do it.
Why not us, Chase?
Why not?
All right, my man. Fucking beast. All right, we got my man DeGen. And then we have an absolute goat in queue here, Chef T coming up, who needs to talk about the Cubs game. Actually, I think I'm going to bring him up real quick now because this game starts in 10 minutes. So, DeGen, you're on deck. I know you're not doing shit, so you'll be all right. Chef T.
What's up, boss?
Motherfucker? How we doing?
Good, man. How
You're
are you?
looking crisp, as
Like it?
always.
Thank you.
I like
Thank
it.
you.
Looking
Appreciate
sharp.
that.
It's
Thank
looking
you.
sharp.
Yeah,
I
got
am.
it.
I'm being a freak, and I'm on the under in this Cubs game. I know the wind's blowing out, but
well,
I don't trust these
and-
offenses.
Yeah, I mean the contrarian in you. And sorry if you hear Coke Melon in the background and my child
you're good.
screaming. That's just the way today is going. So, the contrarian you. I get that. I totally get that. I was listening to you and Capwise Nick talk about all the narrative. Everything is pointing to the over. Everybody's on the over. Wind soaring out. It's Top Gun day. Cubs have nothing to play for, so they are swinging for the fences, right? I mean, they're not trying to strategically win these games. They're just trying to swing for the fences because that's fun. That's entertainment. So that's why I'm on the over. I'm also on Wisdom bases. If you can lock it in, it's
Okay.
I think it's plus 130. He does really well against the Brewers. He hits it about 60% of the time. And I'm also planning on having him hit an absolute gagger out of the stadium. That's it was at 250. I think it dropped to, no, I think it was at 300 and dropped to 250. And so that's what I'm on. I think, Nick had a very good point. Ashby is really a top leader in letting people actually hit a ground ball, right? He said something like 60%, and the average is like 40%, which is wild to me. That was a stat that I have not heard of. And so if that happens, what does that mean? That means they're making contact with the ball. And what happens when they're, making contact with the ball? Might sneak one through, maybe a couple through to left field. And if Wisdom hits one like he usually does, he's going to get a double easily. So his 1.5 bases, I'm nuking that, and then sprinkling his gagger as well. So I don't know. I like the narrative where it's going to go over. It's going to, it's a 120 game in Chicago, kicking off the Air and Water Show weekend. So I think people are going to want to be entertained, and Cubs are going to be swinging for the fences. They got nothing to lose. So that's why I'm on that.
That's a great point. And we know Wisdom likes to go, yeah. That's all that dude does is hit nukes.
Yes, sir. Yep.
He's fucking strong as shit.
Yeah.
I wish his prop was on Prize Picks. It's not. He only has a run. But it's not really that shocking, to be honest with you, because there's only one total base prop for the Cubs today, and it's Christopher Morel over 1/2. It's because they don't like to put a lot of total bases up with the total this high, because we're going to see runs, right?
Exactly.
So not really shocking. I do like Wisdom
Picks.
to go yard. I know they need to step it up. Come on now.
Yeah.
Let the people win one. Let the people get one.
Exactly.
I do like Wisdom to make some noise today, though. I mean, this is a perfect atmosphere for him, right? All he does is hit bombs. That's his bread and butter. If he gets a hold of a pop-up, I mean, that shit's carrying out.
Exactly.
The heaviest bat in the league. So if he gets a hold of one, he's going to get some help from that wind blowing out the center, and we know the wind matters in Wrigley. And he can still go yard with my under hitting. So I'm cool with it. I like it. I wish he was up for total bases. I really do.
Yeah, lock that in, though, because it's going to start here in about 5 minutes. If you use FanDuel, it's Gagger's. I think it's still 250. I'll have to check, but I locked it in earlier about 3. I think so. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, we're gonna see some beer snakes in Wrigley. We better.
Oh,
100%.
absolutely.
People in chat
100%.
talking about
This weekend in Chicago is going to be electric. So hopefully we're going to see some electric games at Wrigley. They get with the Brewers.
100%.
Homestand or sorry, my kid is being a psychopath, but yeah, lock that shit in. It's hitting. He's hitting the gagger.
Absolutely love it, and it's kid approved. I heard
cool.
the baby screaming in the background saying it's a lock. I think I heard it.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Absolutely love it, Chef T. Thanks for coming on, battling through adversity over there. Keep up the good work, my man. I appreciate you coming up.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Have a good weekend.
Peace, my man. Go Cubbies.
Yeah.
Beast. Dude's got his freaking kid up there, and he's still coming on making plays. No excuses not to come up. All right, DeGen. Let's get it, my man. What's up, Beast? Whoa, you're close.
I'm very close. I just switched things up. I got StreamYard and all this shit on my computer now, so I'm just using my laptop.
Wow.
My Wi-Fi still isn't fixed, though, so I might go in and out. Am I okay right now?
Yeah, you're good. My Wi-Fi is being potato-ish, too, so right now we're okay. And let's keep it rolling. What do we like today, bro?
All right. I have something that I'm not very happy to admit, but as you may have already known, I banned myself from fading the Orioles when there was 58 games left in the season. I did pretty well. I think it's been 14 games, but today I'm caving and I'm relapsing. Dude. What's that?
I said, dude.
Yeah. I'm on the Red Sox today. I'm on the Red Sox.
Thank God. Thank God you're on the Red Sox, not the Orioles. I was curious where you're going with that. I love the Sox.
Absolutely not. No, I can't bet against the Orioles, and I will put myself back on probation from banning them after this game.
Sure.
But it needs to be done. There's a time and a place, and I think this is the perfect spot for it after they just lost to the Cubs at home, where they just can't lose. And now they're at home. Red Sox, I'm seeing 71% of the bets are on Baltimore. Yet it looks like the line's moving towards Boston. So when you've got the Orioles, if they were on the road, I might think a little differently. But It's even more of a contrarian spot because Baltimore is so good at home. They are 37-18 at home on the run line, which is insane. They're the most profitable team in baseball.
Unbelievable.
33-22 straight up. So look, it's plain and simple for me. This is not your typical Red Sox team, right? They've been kind of down in the dumps. I'm not going to kick them when they're down, even though I hate the Yankees and I hate the Red Sox. But it's not a big pitcher. That's really it. It's not like it's Chris Sale going. It's Cutter Crawford. Also, I had no idea this guy's name was Cutter. That's pretty fucking cool. So right off the bat, you got Cutter Crawford going today. You got Tommy Henry going today. I mean, it's just a great day for young gun pitchers. So I'm going to back Tommy Henry. That's a separate conversation. But I'm going Red Sox today, and it's going to be my biggest bet of the day.
All right. Well, I can get behind it. I'll be on them myself. I also love them and read the same things you did. Shocker. Two of the only contrarians walking this earth. Love the play. Love fading Jordan Lyles at home, who's been incredible at home, right? The dude just continues to make no sense and pitch well at home. Well, not today. And the Red Sox with two new pieces in their lineup, Pham and Hosmer. It's almost like they have a fresh start to the season, and they've been playing really fucking well since their little fake restart. I can get behind it. I'm still going to the grave with this. If I end up looking like an idiot and the Orioles make the playoffs, I look like an idiot and the Orioles make the playoffs. It wouldn't be the first time. But I'm still going to stick by it and say that I don't think the Orioles are this good, and I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. But people are going to be mad when I say that. They're about to freak out in chat. I know it's coming. But I think you take the Red Sox as a favorite here against a better arm, but the Red Sox are the favorites. Let's take our guy Cutter, top 5 baseball name, maybe best pitcher name in all of baseball, to get it done. And the Sox continue to win. Don't count them out. They're not dead yet. They're not dead. You never know.
Just to be clear, I wouldn't mind if they were. But in this particular case,
not tonight.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Tonight's Boston's night.
Awesome. Well, you got one more play you really like today, or is that like above and beyond?
Well, I mean, that's what I was coming in to really discuss. But I can tell you this. Let's see. I'll give you another nasty one that I like. How about the Rangers?
Oh,
is the Rangers gross?
I mean, not really. Everyone loves Perez and thinks he's like the best pitcher in baseball, to be honest with you.
Okay, how about the Phillies?
Yeah, the Phillies is decent. But Bassett does blow on the road. That's a fact. But anytime you can fade the Mets right now, I think is a decent look. I think it's a decent look. I definitely lean Phillies for sure. I think the one I was expecting you to talk about more was this Henry bet. Are you about to take the fucking D-backs today?
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not really proud about that one. And the reason why is, again, I always say this. I don't like going against big line moves.
Right.
And the Cardinals, I think they opened -160. They're up to -190. I mean, I was talking to Javon about this earlier. He did say he thinks the opener is too short. I don't know enough to say that. I mean, I guess the Cardinals have been really good. The only problem is I know Mikolas has been kind of up and down. So I don't know what the Cardinals should have opened at, but I'm not, against it being a short opener. But yeah, I think maybe people might be thinking, oh, Tommy Henry's a fluke. He had a great game in Coors, which most rookies don't, from my understanding. So I'll take a shot. on him. The Cardinals just won 13-0. They got to be, feeling pretty good about themselves. The D-backs, I mean, how about it? They fought back pretty hard in San Francisco yesterday. The shitty Giants. Will they strike out 12 times?
At least.
Snakes bite.
At least. Yeah.
Snakes bite.
Snakes bite. Snakes bite. They can bite again. But the bite goes both ways. And you might
Tommy Henry could be the next Graham Ashcraft, where it's not just a fluke. The guy might actually be pretty good.
I 1000% agree. I really do. Mikolas bites heads off of lizards, though, so that guy's also a freak. But I will say, you were like, oh, he's been kind of iffy recently, or he's been iffy. To be honest with you, he's been fucking awesome this whole year, pretty much, except for maybe 2 starts.
Who?
And he, Mikolas.
Did he allow 10 runs in Colorado?
That was one of the 2. Yep, that was one of the 2.
Okay, gotcha.
But
Gotcha. Okay.
He came back and he threw a gem in his next start, 8 innings, and gave up only a run or 2. So Mikolas is a guy that everyone likes betting on. Yep. He's a guy that everyone thinks is really good. I'm not that high on him, to be honest with you. The guy has been injury prone his whole career, so he's never really thrown this many innings consistently. So we could see his arm getting a little bit tired as the season goes on, like with a lot of these young guys, i.e. your guy Shane McClanahan, who is a perfect example of that as well. He's not striking out people anymore. I like his under strikeouts today a lot, actually. It's probably my favorite square.
Against the Royals?
Yeah, against the Royals. I like his under
nasty.
7.5 strikeouts. It's
That's
gross.
nasty.
It's gross. It's so gross it just might hit.
Do you think that's the right line for Shane?
I think people blindly bet Shane's over strikeouts and don't know that, like Javon pointed out to me earlier, he's completely changed the way he's been pitching. He's not throwing that crazy curveball as much anymore. That strikeout pitch outside the zone. He's actually been throwing more fastballs, but he's been walking more people, and he has not been striking out people at all recently. But that line is still so high. Number 1, because people haven't caught on. Number 2, because Shane McClanahan, people just think that guy's a fucking beast without doing any research and don't know that he's kind of been struggling recently. And number 3, it's against the poverty Royals. Well, the Royals also just don't strike out that much. So I actually love the under in this spot. The total has been, his strikeouts prop has been around 7 the last month or so. And I think it's going to soar under today because he has not been getting those strikeouts anywhere near that 7.5 number in his last 3 or 4 starts. I love it.
Okay.
Absolutely love it.
Good enough for me. What about the Rays on the game? You like them at minus 210 or no?
If I had to take them, I would take them first 5 minus a half. I think Shane out pitches Brady Singer. But I just don't think he does it with the strikeouts. That's not how he's been doing it over the last month. I don't think it changes today. So I think the Rays probably do get it done today. I'm not fucking putting minus 220 in any of my bet slips. Give me a break. But the minus a half first 5 is a decent look in my opinion.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking.
That. I like that. Might add it.
Yep. All right. Good luck to your Rays. Hopefully with not too many strikeouts tonight. And let's go Sox. We're huge Sox fans tonight. I'm right there with you, my man.
Just tonight.
I appreciate it. Yeah, tomorrow you're going to hate their guts.
Correct.
All right. Sounds good, DeGen. I appreciate you coming up, my man.
Good luck, man.
Peace, brother. Beast. All right. Looks like we already have a base runner in this baseball game. Fuck. It is what it is. We got 1 out. We got Rowdy Tellez up. He's probably going to hit a nuke. That's all right. We carry on. Let's go, my guy. Hardy Picks, who's been waiting. He looks ready to roll.
How we doing, man? How we doing?
What's up, stud? How we doing, bro?
Not much. Before I know I'm going to get chirped, this is my high school's team, so I'm not wearing Tigers and Red Sox. It's just they stole it. So, but yeah, I'm going to take the Rangers and the Twins game. I'm going to go the over 4.5 first half runs. So everybody's on Martin Perez, like you were saying in the DeGen. Everybody thinks he's like Cy Young type with just not enough wins. I think he gets lit up here. I think both pitchers get lit up. These two offenses, other than a couple games for the Rangers, have been hitting pretty well lately. And the last time that these guys have faced off, like the pitching matchups at least, Martin Perez gave up 7 runs in 6 innings. And Rangers touched up the pitcher that's going for them as well. I think this will be a soar over 4.5. And then I have a couple, like 2 contrarian picks for prize picks. We'll start with NFL preseason because I know not everybody likes it. So it'll be the one that's not as played, but Damian Pierce, running back. I have him over 25.5 rushing yards. So in his first game for Houston against the Saints, he went 5 rushes for 49 yards, and they said that he could be the starting running back for Houston by week 4 or 5. So they really want to see him today and get an increased workload. And averaging almost 10 yards a carry, I think this is a really low line. In addition, really contrarian one, Brent Rooker of the Kansas City Royals, over a half total base. He doesn't start most games for Kansas City. He's kind of under the radar, but he's 3 for 3 against McClanahan. So I'll take those odds, and you only need a single in this game from him. So give me the over half total base. And then the one that's more known is Stephen Kwan for the Guardians, over a half a run. He has a run in, I believe, 23 of his last 25 games.
Whoa.
Or no, sorry, 8 of the last 10. He has 8 of the last 10. He has a run. He has a hit in 23 of the last 25 games. So he's been on base a ton and getting knocked in a lot with that first half of the lineup. So give me those 3 for my prize picks entry.
Awesome. Those are disgusting picks, and I love them because they're disgusting.
Yep.
Don't love the Quan one as much, but the first 2, I wrote them down. Couldn't even tell you what they are. Didn't even memorize them because that's how gross of the picks they are, and that's why they're going to smack. So I absolutely fucking love it.
For sure.
Unfortunately, your video is a potato right now, so I'm going to go on to somebody else. But Hardy picks. I appreciate it, my man. Have a great weekend. And I love that over as well in that first 5. Nobody on earth is going to be betting that. That's why that shit's smacking. Absolutely love it, my dude.
For sure. Peace out.
Fuck yeah. Peace, brother. We need to maybe tell that guy what a contrarian is. It's not just betting on people you don't know, but that's okay. I liked where his head was at. I really did. He was on the right track. I think McCutchen might have just hit a bomb. Yeah, he did. That is not good. That is really bad. Fuck. Maybe win does matter. Maybe win does matter. All right. Let's go ahead and bring up my guy, John, who's laughing, watching me get my bank account drained. He looks ready to roll. What's up, stud?
How you doing, man?
I guess wind matters, man. I guess you can only be contrarian so much and fade weather. It is what it is. McCutchen just hit a nuke. Unbelievable. I hope you don't have the under in this first game. Do you have any plays?
I don't. I stay away from Chicago over-unders for that exact reason, because I don't know how much wind will actually affect scoring, right? Like if it's home runs, yeah, sure. But if it's a lot of singles, doubles, I mean, maybe it blows something over the fence, but you never really know.
That's true.
But yeah, man, good picks yesterday on the Braves and Yankees. Well done.
Sure. We'll take it. God, the Yankees, man. Hilarious seeing everyone yesterday be like, well, they won a game. I guess they're back now. And it's like, come on, guys. Like, everyone's just forcing themselves to bet on this team because of how much money they made everyone early in the season. But it is only getting worse, in my opinion. I mean, goodness gracious. What a joke. I'm loving it. I'm
13. I feel you, man. Lost 13 of the last 17. So the main thing for me, I actually like the Blue Jays in that matchup again. I was on the Blue Jays yesterday. The Yankees have Cole and Cortez going Saturday, Sunday. So they have a good, solid back end to salvage this series. I think the Blue Jays need this game with Gausman going. Tyone's pitched well against them, but they have the second best bullpen ERA in the league since the All-Star break. Yankees are 11th. And the Blue Jays, it's been their bullpen all season, right? That's been struggling, and it's their bats that have been hitting well. But lately, it's their bats that haven't been hitting. Yesterday, we saw something a little different, though, and I would take the Blue Jays bats over the Yankees bats without Stanton, Carpenter. I mean, DJ's back, but still without those two any day.
100%. We don't have to worry about Toronto's bats. That's not the issue, even if they have been in a little bit of a slump over the last week or two. But, I mean, the last 2 games, they've scored 9 runs and then 6 runs. So maybe they're starting to get back to their old hitting ways.
And it's not a coincidence because look who joined the lineup the last 2 games, George Springer. And what did he do yesterday? He had 5 of the 11 hits. So it's not a coincidence there.
Beast. Is this an official play? We got the Toronto ML.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
There are a lot of like very close to pick 'em lines today. Not a lot besides the Nats for you to play. Not a ton of contrarians for you.
Are you sprinkling on the Nats ML? Are you doing it?
So I think they're going to win another game this series, but I don't know which one it is. That being said, you're plus 300 in 3 games. You hit 1 and lose 2. That's a unit, right? So
sure.
I kind of like it. Are you doing it?
Yes, I will be betting on them a half unit the rest of the series. I think the game they win is tomorrow with Josiah on the road. He looks like Prime DeGrom when he pitches on the road, and he's looked really good recently. So I'm all aboard the Josiah train right now while he's looking good until I see differently. And I think tomorrow's the one they do. But Espino's been getting trashed a lot, man. And Espino goes out there and you know what you're getting out of him. He's going to give up, 2 or 3, sometimes 4 runs, not usually, and give you 5 innings, 6 innings.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And the Nats bullpen's kind of worked. So I didn't know Gray was starting tomorrow. I really like that even more because I feel like today is going to be a good rest day for the Nats bullpen. Get back after it and rested tomorrow.
They might just let Paulo just absolutely eat one on the chin tonight and just get destroyed.
Krabs, I got a bone to pick with you, man, though. What's the deal with all these run lines, man? These underdog run lines. Why aren't you going straight up?
Oh no. I know you're anti run lines. So there's a time and a place for the plus 1.5, in my opinion, although I look like a bozo the other night taking the Rockies. I'm not betting on the Rockies anytime soon. I mean, give me a break.
I like the Rockies tonight.
Oh, you're taking them tonight?
I am.
You're taking Urania tonight?
I am.
On the ML?
Urania low-key has been pitching a lot better. Not a lot better. He's been pitching pretty well this season. I mean, especially if you take into account Coors Field. And he's been getting deep, which is what you need out of a Rockies pitcher. But it's mainly just fading the Giants. Why are the Giants minus 160 against anybody right now? And the Giants are 3-9 on the road since the All-Star break. Rockies are, I believe it's 4-6 at home. So not like typical Rockies home, but it's mainly just a fade on the Giants anyway. The Giants have the 2nd worst bullpen in the league since the All-Star break also.
The Giants are the biggest frauds in the MLB. Everyone thinks they're good because they're the Giants, but this team right now is just not great. They don't score. They don't really do anything. We're used to them being good and dominating and a great franchise, but I think that's pretty deceiving, and I think this team kind of stinks. Hence why they're 500, right?
It's pretty crazy. Yeah, to go from 107 wins to probably like 84, though. That is wild.
Yeah. Well, their performance last year, I think, kind of shocked everybody. But it kind of got blown under the rug because we're like, oh, it's the Giants. They're smart. They're always pretty good. But maybe last year was a little bit of a fluke.
They had so many players overperforming, which is understandable, which is okay. Like you get up to 107 wins, but at the same time, you think, well, they can't drop off that many wins, right? They have a majority of the same players. Like obviously no Buster Posey. A lot of players aren't playing nearly as well, but I mean, like 25 wins is a lot to drop off.
I mean, there's no way on earth I would ever bet. You could give me a free unit to throw on the Giants minus 160 today, and I would respectfully say you can keep it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the worst bet on the card today, probably, besides Padres ML in a parlay.
Right. And a lot of times when I'm looking for dogs, I'm not necessarily looking for my favorite dog, right? I'm looking for the favorite that I'm just not going to play at all. So that's the way I look at it.
That's a good point. Fade the fraud Giants, and you will probably be pretty successful going forward. They just don't have the juice. They don't have it this year. Plain and simple. And I'm with you. They overperformed last season.
Yeah.
So we got the who do we got here? Do you like the Red Sox today by any chance?
No. All over the Orioles.
No way.
I am. Yeah, you're bringing up all the plays that I'm on too. None of like so.
Holy smokes.
I love the Orioles. I don't know why they're minus 110 at home. We got to remember the Red Sox against the AL East, 15-30 this season.
Terrible.
So we can't just dismiss that. They beat the Yankees last series. It's the first AL East series that they've won. They beat the Orioles in a 1-game series. I hate calling them 1-game series. It's a game. They beat the Orioles in a game. They didn't beat them in a series. So I hate when people bring that up. But we just can't abandon the Orioles right now. And I still don't think the Red Sox are back. The Red Sox have the worst bullpen in the league since the All-Star break.
Correct.
So I mean, you have Whitlock and who walks on the IL. So you have Whitlock, and if he isn't pitching 2 innings, you're probably going to be able to get some runs.
Yeah, they are atrocious. Their bullpen burned me about a week or so ago against the Braves when they lost in extras by multiple runs, which those ones hurt the soul. Talk about not taking a +1.5. Maybe that's another reason why not to, because you get the life sucked out of you in extra innings when they lose.
Yeah, extra innings too. Exactly.
Gosh,
that's a good point.
Man. So we got Toronto, we got Colorado, and we got Baltimore ML.
Yep.
We got today. Okay. I mean, John, I trust you, my man. I'm not going to lie. I like the Red Sox a lot today because I'm also confused by that line. And I think it's a little bit of a trap. So I'm going contrarian here, and I'm going with the Red Sox because I don't know why they're favored against the magical Orioles at home with Jordan Lyles, who's like unbelievable at home.
I will say I don't mind it because Jordan Lyles, obviously we know he can get absolutely lit up. And then you've got Cutter Crawford, who's a rookie. So he's probably going to give you a lot of bad starts and then a lot of really good starts as well.
Yep.
The Orioles haven't been nearly as good lately. I believe they're under 500 in their last 20 or so games. I mean, you look back even further, and obviously the best team in the AL East, but lately they haven't been as good. So yeah, I don't mind that one. I definitely agree with you when you say I don't understand the line either.
Yeah,
it worries me.
So it's a must play for me. I have to bet the Sox here as a favorite, and unfortunately fade the O's. And I'm probably going to look like a fool afterwards because there's some magic brewing in Baltimore, plain and simple. And some things are more important than betting lines. And I think the Orioles have had that coming the whole season. They continue to win and prove me wrong. So it is what it is. I can't not fade them, but I totally understand why you're on them to continue their push for the playoffs. Do you think they make the playoffs if you had to decide right now?
I do not.
Okay.
I think they run out of steam. The thing is, they haven't been injured all season. They've had all of their starters. They've had all of their relievers, which is the main thing for them. So if they have any injuries at all, they're going to struggle. I do think they're going to continue to play well, but you got the Rays, man, low key. The Rays. I mean, Jovan's going to be happy I'm saying this, but the Rays are heating up. They're getting healthy. Wander Franco's coming back. They could have Tyler Glasnow for the playoffs. I think they're going to sneak it. Maybe not sneak in. I think they're going to get the last playoff spot. It's going to be the Mariners, Blue Jays, and Rays, in my opinion.
It's the Rays. I would not be shocked one bit. We know they know how to win. They continue to be. I mean, if I was a baseball team, I'd be the Rays because they just make no sense. They're like the contrarian team. Their manager does crazy shit every fucking night, and I absolutely love it. So, yes, Javon will be fucking stoked that you said that, and I could not agree more. Always trust the Rays to get in. Great run team. I'm with you. And I think the Orioles probably miss out and lose some steam at the end of the year. Hopefully it starts tonight. Hate to go against you, but at least one of us is winning. One of us is
exactly.
winning.
Exactly.
It's true.
I will say the Orioles are in a good spot for next year, though. But yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes. And their GM came out and said they're going to make a move or two, which I don't know if I believe, but we'll have to see.
That's the last thing I'll say. But the Orioles, man, they have a lot of money to spend. A lot of money to spend. Yeah.
They probably go after some arms, you think? Maybe a starter or two?
A shortstop.
Because it's pitcher's park now. A shortstop, Mateo, maybe not finding a spot. Okay, that would be nuts.
Yeah, I could see a Correa
fitting
in that lineup, a veteran. That would be perfect. Correa is supposedly opting out at the end of the season. So I think that would be a great option. They could re-sign Trey Mancini. That is, man, that team's going to be very good for a long time.
I'm with you. They're taking a page out of the Rays playbook. Big analytics guys, they're building up the young guys and they're playing great. So I'm with you. Just not this year. I think they run out of juice. I'm with you. But John, I appreciate it, my man. Have a great weekend. And good luck on your bets, especially Toronto and Colorado. Maybe not as much Baltimore.
Hey, I feel you, man.
Like I said, all right?
Yeah, no, thank you for having me on. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Have a good weekend. All right, bro?
You too, man.
Peace. Words. You guys are getting mad that we talk too much. I mean, there's not that many people in the queue. It's going to be okay. All right. Don't you worry. People love complaining these days. Let's go with my guy, Jake. And then we got Sammy coming in. He's going to come up and roast me about me chirping him about his preseason lock of the century last night. It is what it is. I deserve it. And then we got the great in the 3-hole getting ready. And he looks like he's got a winner. I can tell. Let's bring up Jake real quick here and see if we could take another under. Maybe he's got another free under square for the team. Let's see what he's got.
What's going on, guys? How we doing, baby?
Doing well.
The show game right now, going back and forth. So
okay.
I'll still be locked in for the stream, though. I got a question. Would you rather have my money line or my under to start?
Ooh, give me the under. I'm absolutely craving it. Absolutely craving it.
Let me pause this game real fast. So my under of the day, I'm playing over the show. It's a fucking barn burner right now. Top the fifth, 6-5. It's been a sweat. It's been a fun game. So
you playing online?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then tempo and pace. Then I don't want you to get an auto out.
No, I'm good. Don't worry. You're gonna do both. Right. Well, so my under to me, Randy Rosarena, under 6.5 fantasy score. Every under I've taken, I've given out on Peter Space on my Twitter. It's gotten bumped a full point. So probably lock it in as soon as you can. So the reason why I targeted this today, so we all know that Brady Singer loves that sinker, throws about 54% of the time. Randy Rosarena's -2 run value against that sinker. Brady Singer's second most primary pitch is a slider, also a pitch that Rosarena does not see well, and -1 run value. And against righties this season, Rosarena's not doing as well. He has a 250 average, 437 slug. Not bad numbers, but pedestrian compared to his numbers against lefties. Post All-Star break, about the same numbers as I said against righties, 261 average, 466 slug. But I see this total at like 6.5, and then his fantasy scores at 6.5, and he doesn't match up against any of Singer's pitches. This total being low tells me Singer goes deep. He won't have as many bullpen reps. That's the one thing we might get fucked over is a bullpen. That's what happened with the other day, and that was lovely. But yeah, that's my under of the day. Randy Rosarena under 6.5 fantasy score.
It's gross, and I love it.
Very gross.
Good
very gross.
It's a good play. What side you got?
So everyone, you know how good the Braves are at home, right? Everyone loves the Braves. They're best team in baseball. Blah blah blah. Well, shit ain't sweet when the best team in baseball comes into town, motherfucker, man. And that's the Houston Astros. Nobody talks about the Houston Astros. Like they bring up best
hates
teams.
them.
Dude, I've been an Astros backer all season. Like I'm getting Astros in so many public dog spots. Like if it wasn't for that whole cheating scandal, like oh my god, they'd be the most public team ever. And people keep saying they're cold. They're like 15-7. Their last they're not cold.
All they do is win.
Yeah, literally. Like people. Oh, they lost the Guardians. Like, dude, they split that series. Before that series, they beat the Mariners 3 out of 1 games. Like, they're not a cold baseball team. They're hot. They just scored. I know one thing I'm scared about. They just scored 1 million runs, which is sketchy. But I think they're in a pretty sharp spot today. Lance McCullers is back. I had a lot of people DMing me today about this Astros game, asking me who the hell Lance McCullers is. So
that's concerning.
it's concerning, but also you got to think about it this way. The general bettor, there's a lot of new bettors at baseball this season, right? Because gambling's so much bigger, and people became degenerates, and they have to bet every single day. Sure. That's telling me that, okay, the general public really doesn't know who Lance McCullers really is either. So I think we're getting a McCullers masterclass tomorrow. Today. And Astros at plus money. I will be playing that half the unit of each. First 5 money line, reverse run line, and money line. We're coming out with the Astros trifecta today. I think they dominate.
So 2 things, actually 3 things. Number 1, I love the play. Number 2, you got the squeakiest chair to ever be recorded in all of chairs. Number 3, it's Lance McCullers is his name, and yeah, it's not McCullers. But that's okay.
That's my bad.
That makes me want to bet. That makes me want to bet Houston even more if you don't even know what the fucking dude's name is.
Well, this is my first year really getting into baseball. Yeah, this is my first team. I started off going full contrarian because I've been the contrarian for about a year and a half now, and I was getting kind of popped, and then I started just putting baseball, looking up numbers and stuff. You don't need to watch baseball for an extended amount of time to understand how baseball works. Grow up, fucking Google baseball savant, tells you all this shit.
Google it.
Just Google stuff. Just grow up and learn how to use your search engine, and then boom.
Google grow up. That's what you people need to do.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Google, just grow up. You got all the internet tools right in front of you. So yeah, that's on me. But yeah, I like them a lot today. The Astros, big fan. I have the World Series ticket on them at plus 800 actually. So I got a deal on that. I took them after I don't know, they were cold, and the next series they went up to New York and showed everybody who's boss, and then they went down plus 450. So
love it.
All season, Krabs. I've been saying Astros best team in AL every single day, the entire season. And dude, you should have seen the Yankees fans just never shutting the fuck up. They never talk to me anymore. They never hit me up, not calling me idiots about saying the Astros best team in the American. I wonder why.
Real quiet.
I don't hear a
Yankees
peep.
Fans.
You should have seen my mentions. I've gotten deep ass crazy mentions on my TikTok, my Twitter about I don't know, but you get it. Yankees
I
fans
get
are
it,
soft,
man.
so.
It's been a while since I've heard from the Renee bro, who's obsessed with Aaron Judge and the Yankees. I haven't heard from him in almost a month at this point.
Yeah,
and he was a big chirper, acting like they already got their ring. So I'm with you.
They're 4 games back to the Stros, 1 seed.
Yeah.
Yankees fans are saying it doesn't matter who gets the 1 seed or not. The only thing that's going to change is that the Yankees are going to be able to lose at home when they lose in 4, the Astros. So that's the only difference.
I cannot wait for that series, my man. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait.
He's fucking deployed on that series.
Playoff baseball, man. Can't fucking wait. All right, Jake. I appreciate it, my dude. We got Randy Rosarena's under fancy score. That's sharp as attack. And we've got Houston ML at plus money. Fucking love it.
ML, first 5, and reverse run line. Trifecta, half unit each.
Yep. All right, my man. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Have a good weekend, Jake. Maybe have a beer too if you're hitting
possibly
the clubs.
Possibly have a couple beers tonight. We'll keep you in touch.
Sure. Good luck in the MLB Show game. All right, brother.
Have a good one, bro.
Peace. Words. All right, we got some goats in queue, but I got to bring out my guy Nate real quick. And that might be oh no, is that a double? Another run in the first inning. Wow. I guess weather does matter. And maybe these pitchers do suck. Well, whatever. We move on. Let's bring out my guy, Nate the Great. Bag season. Let's get it.
Yeah,
what's up,
the under as well.
Yeah, we look like bozos. That's on me.
I didn't know the wind was blowing out like that. Or I wouldn't.
Oh, fuck. That's okay. Hey, they've only got 3 runs. Maybe they can get out of this and settle down. I don't fucking know. These balls
still got 6 to work with.
We got a couple runs to play with.
Got 6 to work with.
Holy smokes, man. God. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. All right?
Right.
What do we got today, brother?
I'm going to Colorado. Taking the over.
Right. Taking over
11.5.
Sure.
Yeah. Wood 1 game in Coors this year. 4 1/3, 6 hits, 3 runs. Urena struggled this year. He's a turkey tosser, especially as of late. 7.77 ERA in his last 35 games. 24 1/3 inning, 31 hits, 25 runs. At home, 4 starts, 25 innings, 18 runs. Rockies hit lefties well. We know that. Rockies at home hit better. We know that. Giants have hit Urena well in their career as well. So
don't look at this. Don't look at the Cubs game.
Don't look at what?
Don't look at the Cubs game. They just hit another double in the exact same spot. The exact same spot.
Yeah, listen. Damn. As soon as you said it, as soon as McCutchen hit the home run, I chalked that shit right up.
Chalked. Moving on. I'm actually going to turn it off because it's already lost. The over's already hit, guys. It's actually already paid out. There's no way that this under hits. It's over. I turned it off. All right. Yep. The over in this game.
Go build another parlay. It's over. See you. Bye.
All right. I love this over, though. I will say. Urena, I don't love. And I'll tell you right now, the Rockies' bats are just waiting to explode, and now they get a lefty at home. I'm with it.
Especially after that embarrassing performance yesterday.
I'm with it. Yeah, they've been costing me coins. That's a fact. We got the over. Did you get 11 or 11.5? You remember?
I got it 11.5. I seen it drop to 11, which kind of sketch, but
that's all right. It's only a half. Not a big deal. Any props that you like today?
Yeah, I got a 3-headed monster.
Wow. All right. What do we
Bo
got?
Bichette,
okay.
1.5 total bases. I don't know. Gio Urshela, I don't know if he's on Prize Picks. He's on the books at 1.5 total bases.
Okay.
And Andres Jimenez over 1.5 total bases. It's plus 1037 on the books.
Andres Jimenez, you said, is the last one?
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm assuming Gio's not going to be on there, but I mean, guys, you can bet these props on the books too, straight. So
yeah,
no excuses.
Been absolutely crushed. All 3 of these guys have crushed their opposing starting pitcher, and they've been hitting well as of late too.
Damn, another Cubs run. Nice. All right, we got.
Listen, at least it's a good game. It's not just one-sided where they're just getting blown out. At least both pitchers are giving up runs.
That is true. It should be an exciting one going forward. Probably plenty more runs coming.
It's about to be 13-10.
Probably more at this rate. Holy shit. All right, we got Big Bo Bichette over 1.5 TBs. Love that play actually today. I love Toronto today. Gio Urshela over 1.5 TBs. He's been crushing the ball. And we've got Jimenez over 1.5 TBs as well. A little three-headed snake from our guy, The Great. Absolutely love it. And we've got the over in Colorado. Hopefully we see something similar to what we're seeing right now in this day game in Colorado, right?
Stay
if we can
far
do it
away
there,
from the Yankees today.
Oh, yeah. I actually Toronto.
That's why I'm saying stay away from the game. Because the Yankees today, they might squeak it out.
You think so?
Against Gausman. You know what I mean? Against the turkey tossers, they can't hit the fucking ball. But against these aces, they seem to hit it a little bit better. I'm not saying they're going to go out there and score 10 runs off of them, but
yeah. And Gausman's been pretty sketchy too. Like he's had some really bad starts this year too. It's definitely sketch. Yeah. I'm with you. I just think we keep continuing to fade your Yanks until they figure it out. And that's kind of what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to bet on this yet or not, but Toronto's bats are awake now. The line's moved like 20 cents at this point towards Toronto too. So
is Toronto the favorite now finally?
Yanks. Yeah, they're like minus 112 consensus I'm seeing. So that's a good sign for Toronto. It's definitely sketch, especially with Gausman on the mound. And both these offenses are just so inconsistent these days. I'm with you. But I think your guy Bo carries Toronto and they take your Yanks out for another out. And then you guys got Garrett Cole.
I think he gets a home run.
Get a win tomorrow. You think he gets a bomb? Okay. Yeah. I'm going to put a star next to that one because I think he also does shit today. Okay. Awesome. Bo Bichette, Gio Urshela, Jimenez, all over TBs. And we got over in Colorado, over in Coors. Sure.
We need some
absolutely love it, Nate.
Friday runs. Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
We're getting hell runs already. Love it, my man. I appreciate it. Peace, brother. Beast. All right. We've got two goats coming up here. We got my man Sammy coming in who gets to roast me for a couple minutes. And then we got an absolute goat, not revealing it, but he's on deck, and you guys are going to want to listen because this is about to be the most electric pitch of the day. All right? What's up, stud?
I'm not here to roast you, man. It's all good. It happens. It happens, bro.
You're welcome, dude, honestly.
I mean, as a Giants fan, I have to religiously fade Geno Smith because he broke Eli's starting streak. So it's like,
there you go.
So I have to.
Well, it paid. It paid. Yeah. Good bet.
Yeah, it did. But
bet, my man.
That's not why I'm here. You already gave a formal apology, so it's all good.
Sure.
And chat, you're gonna say I'm giving a lecture. Blow me. All right, blow me. Before someone redeems respectfully, this shit's not hitting. I want to give a future pick. Before I get booted prematurely. It's Ravens to win the AFC North.
Love this bet.
Plus 180. And I'm not coming at you with the angle like, oh, Super Bowl hangover for the Bengals. Like, no, they're a really good team, like 100%. They have a really good young core, and they still get Jesse Bates back, which is huge for them. But the Ravens were 8-3 last year before Lamar got injured. 8-3, like that's legit. Yep. And they had all of their core players out. They had Ronnie Stanley out, who may be the best tackle, arguably one of the best tackles in the NFL. They didn't have J.K. Dobbins or Gus Edwards. Edwards is still kind of injured, but Dobbins coming back is huge, especially for a team that really bases their whole offense around the run game. They still have Chuck Clark. They have Tony Jefferson. They're getting Marcus Peters back, who is sink or swim, kind of a poor man's Trayvon Diggs in a way, but he's good for 5 interceptions every year. They're Calais Campbell, who was injured towards the end of the year. They're getting he's coming back. I mean, he's been an all-pro his whole career.
He's a dog.
Complete dog. And then they still have good edge rushers. They have Odafe Owe, and then they drafted Kyle Hamilton, who people like training camp videos, seeing him get smoked on a route. Like, who gives a shit? The guy is a great football player. And they also drafted Tyler Linderbaum, who is a diesel in the run game, and that's what they base their team on. So I just think that, and on top of that, Lamar Jackson, he's on a contract year right now. He represents himself. It's a weird situation. Don't know if he's going to get the extension, but if he's playing this year, not with an extension, he is out for blood. Like, he is simply out for blood. There's no way this guy isn't going off this season, especially with all the noise. He's a running back. Stop it. The guy's a beast. He's a baller. the Lamar Jackson disrespect. He uses Twitter. He sees it. So I love this. And if you want to sprinkle the 9.5, 10 wins, it's a little juiced, but I'm on that too. But I love that to win the North. So that's my future play. But for tonight,
I love it too. By the way,
good.
For what it's worth.
Good. I like to hear it. Because plus 180. Yeah, I do for the preseason game. Give me the Packers with the points -3. So yesterday I came out with the angle like, oh, the Bears are more experienced. Like, yes, that's true. But in this game particularly, neither team has that much experience, except the Saints do have Andy Dalton. But last game he only threw 5 passes. So I don't expect him to play very long. And as a college football fan, I know they had Ian Book out there for like 3/4 of the game. The guy is just god awful.
Terrible. He's terrible.
My God.
Yeah.
Horrible, Krabs. He takes like 8-step drops, and the tackles are like, bro, you're giving us like, we're going to get cut because we're giving up so many sacks because you take 10-step drops. Like, the guy is horrible. And then on the flip side, they have some guys that have experience. Like, they have Traquan Smith, who is playing, but like, both teams are inexperienced. And on the flip side, the Packers, Jordan Love, he may very well stink, but he threw 25 passes. And I know that he will, bare minimum, probably play a full half of football. And last week, they lost to the Niners, who have probably maybe the best depth in football. Their team is great top to bottom. And their running game, they have 5 guys who could probably start on an NFL team at running back. Jordan Love did throw 3 picks last week, but he also had 2 touchdowns. And I just think that him and the Packers receivers hearing the Rodgers chirps, like Rodgers is like, oh, I'm not happy with these guys. Like, they're dropping passes. Like, they know that this receiver room is wide open. Like, they have something to prove. And they know that those final 3 or 4 roster spots, like, those are up for grabs. That's anyone's guess who gets those. So I really like this Packers team tonight specifically because I think Love will get extended playing time. And I do think that those Packers receivers know that they're playing for their jobs. Nobody's safe except for a couple rookies. And I really think that this is a spot where you see Ian Book play like shit. That's not a fucking hot take. But you also see Jordan Love burn. And even behind him is this guy, Danny Etling. He's not good, but the thing is he runs a lot. Like, he was on the Patriots a couple years ago, and he had like an 80-yard touchdown against the Giants in the preseason game. So I know that they're going to draw up RPOs and read options for him, and I trust that against a Saints team who is playing in book. So that's my pitch.
I'm with you 100%. I bet Jordan Love actually plays a lot better today, and I bet he got absolutely roasted this week. And I bet the coaches have been working with him a lot after that 3-interception performance. And I'm cool with fading Ian Book as well. So I like this play a lot. Packers -3. Aaron Rodgers was yelling at his receivers in practice, so they got to show out. I'm not a big preseason guy, but I definitely like this play, and I think it's the right side. We'll see how it plays out.
All right, 100%. And can Chad stop with the fuck Krabs? Like, this is our under, all right? This is not his under. This is our under, and it's not.
No, this is my under. This is my under. I'm eating this one. Worst bet.
I didn't bet it because of you. I bet it because I was like, day game, fuck the over. And then Andrew McCutcheon, 50-year-old AARP member, decides to go, yeah.
Literally.
So, yeah.
Shit's shocked.
It's totally cool. But
it is what it is. On to the next one. On to the next one.
100%. And
I didn't hear no bell. Yep. Yeah, good point.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Too cool to go. That's what I like to hear.
My guy said, then fuck you both.
All right, dick in your mouth, then. All right, I'll catch you.
Oh, man.
Thanks for having me, bro. Nice talking.
I appreciate it, my man. Peace. Good vibes. Good vibes. All right. Speaking of vibes, it's time to get the energy up. It's time for the GOAT to come reclaim his throne on stream and get the people absolutely juiced. Absolutely juiced. We ready? Let's bring the Buzz Magic in town. What the fuck is up, Buzz?
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Damn, I knew you tripping. We could have been superstars. Remember when we were jacking cars? Now it's not safe for you. You switch like a.
Enough of this bullshit.
Cut the shit. Cut the fun.
All right, we got.
I need a winner.
Take me home, peace. 10 p.m. Eastern time. LA Galaxy money line, baby.
Let's go. What do we like, Buzz? What do we like?
So they're playing the Seattle Sounders, who stole all our fucking coin last weekend. Well, Seattle fucking blows on the road. They've lost the last 4 away matches. Galaxy have won their last 3 home games. Galaxy have scored in 8 of the last 9 home games against Seattle. Seattle's defense has been trash. They've conceded in 18 of the last 20 away games. They suck versus the road. They've been the best team or one of the best teams, Seattle, since they joined the MLS in 2009, but they fucking suck this year. They're in 9th place. They finished in the top 3 every year since 2015. They blow. LA Galaxy has sucked versus Seattle, and they're honestly their biggest rival, maybe besides LAFC, who just recently joined. But they could fucking put the nail in the fucking coffin to Seattle, who's just been fucking beating them left and right. But guess what? They're not going to do it today. LA has scored 2+ goals in 5 straight home games, and like I said, has won their last 3. They've got the fucking talent. It's Ricky Puig, their star signing of the summer from Barcelona. It's his debut match tonight. They got people like Chicharito, Douglas Costa. They got a bunch of fucking people that are going to go out there and are going to win. And I got I pre-wrote something. All right, so tonight we go out there and we're going to give it all we got. Hustle, grit, and determination. We have 90 minutes on that pitch to prove to the world that we belong. These 90 minutes are going to show us who the real ones are and who are the cowards that quit. Quitting is never an option. When you quit, that just means you don't care about me. You don't care about the person to your left, the person to your right, or anyone. You're a selfish piece of shit. As I've said before, the only option tonight is winning. We are going to win this match, or I'm going to die on this battlefield.
Sure.
We are going to fucking win. There ain't no other choice. We go for the win, or we die trying. Our backs are against the wall. We lost last night. The backs are against the wall. But guess what, Krabs? The only way up is forward. We got to go forward. I'm not in front of you, in front of everyone else for a participation trophy, and neither are you, Krabs. We are going to fucking conquer. Tonight, we go out there on that pitch tonight in front of our home fans and show everyone who LA Galaxy is. So let's go out there and fucking dig them.
Let's fucking go, Buzz.
I'm out.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I liked it. And I'm putting $500 on the LA Galaxy right now. And I'm going to be really pissed when they draw. Really fucking pissed. I'm betting it. I don't give a hoot. It's happening. It's happening. Why did I put the Cubs game back on? As soon as I put it on, now they're about to score again. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? LA Galaxy. Ever heard of them? Ever heard of them? That's how you sell pitch. You scream as loud as you can. Doesn't matter what words you say. That's how it's done. Take notes. Grow up. I'm putting money on it right now. I'm putting $250 on it. Boom. Done. It's in. Can't see shit. Okay. There it is. Boom. Good enough. Nasty ass phone. Oh, you almost picked them off. Almost picked them off. All right. We need more people to come up and chat. I gotta fire off the link a little bit here. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Oh God. All right. We need some boys to come up. Let's drop the link, guys. Drop the link. People in here, they don't want to come up. It's okay. I'll be nice. Come on up. You can't have a worse pick than me giving out the fucking under in this Cubs game. Cannot be worse. Okay? I promise you won't get roasted. Make a move. Make a move. All right. Make a move. All right. Here's what we got. Number one, I gotta send the link out real quick and trip these kids for not fucking coming up. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Bada bing. Bada boom. All right. Let's go. Jake won the MLB The Show game 10-7. Rare Jake W. I'm about to bring him up here right now so we can shit on some plays together. What's up, stud? He has no idea he's even on here. He has no clue that he's on here. Look at this. He has no idea. Look, he has no clue. What an idiot. You know you're on the fucking stream right now?
Hold up. I have you muted on here. Give me a second. Fixing things. Let's get it, Craps. So I had the StreamYard open in case you want to pull me up again, but I had you muted on StreamYard and then like turned on Twitch. So.
What an idiot.
Yeah, dude, what a dumbass. Am I right? Ate some breakfast. Man. Got eggs, bacon, hash browns.
It's 3 o'clock. What do you mean you're eating breakfast?
Dude, I woke up at like fucking 11 today. I was up till like 4.
No. There's another Cubs run. How the fuck did the runners get up from first and second to second and third?
What hype me up a little bit, chat. Cubs money line, baby. Come on, boys.
Fuck, man. Yeah, you're a menace for eating breakfast at 3 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with that. There was a pass ball. Nice. Awesome. Sick. Dope. Cool. Sweet.
That's no bueno. That's no bueno. So I had see the reports in the group chat that you guys sent over about the Astros money line today.
No, can you give me the rundown?
Just a respected Twitter capper is on the Stros, and you gotta scroll up a little bit. You're gonna see what I mean. I don't want to put him on blast and stream, but
you want to put him on blast?
No, because I'm a nice person.
Bro, I cannot get over your chair, dude.
Oh shit! Sorry,
literally
dude.
Squeaky McGee.
Okay, hold up.
Eat breakfast at 3 and just squeaking away. God damn it, dude.
No, it's my table. I don't think it's my chair. That's both.
Oh, it's the table. Well, there's the chair.
No, it's both. What do you think of this Angels game?
I think the Angels are absolute poverty, and I think they lose today to the Tigers, who rake left-handed pitching.
Yeah, you and everyone else says the exact same thing. Public dog, bro. Come on.
Are they public dog?
Yeah, they're a public dog. Sandoval, I mean, he's looked so bad lately. And the thing is, too, is like the Tigers are really bad against the slider. Sandy throws the slider a lot. Cole's at 7.5. I don't know, man. You're gonna see a lot of like Tigers versus lefties type deal. Now, granted, it's really hard for me to stomach the bet on the Angels, but they haven't looked bad lately. Even in the series we got fucked up against the Mariners, we were scoring runs. Shohei Ohtani went like 3 for 4 with a triple, double, home run, 5 RBIs. Angels lose 11-7, but
gross.
Yeah, they look kind of good.
Gross. I mean, Ollie's saying we should stop the fucking hidden lefty narrative. Like, I don't know what he wants me to do. They hit like 55 cents better against left-handed pitching this season. I mean, they're better at hitting lefties. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Miguel Cabrera, one of the best left-handed hitters in all of baseball.
Let me pull up how they've done the past month against lefties.
That would be something I would love to know.
Give me a momento here, Krabs, and I'll let you know. Because I think that narrative might be running dry in the second half of the season.
Damn. Oh, here comes some advanced stats. They got a 67 WRC plus in the last 14 days. Sure.
Against lefties or just in general?
Against lefties. In 70 at-bats.
I'll do it since the All-Star break. How about that?
Sure.
Against left-handed pitching. Hold up, dude. This Fangraphs is just being so sucking. Does not want to cooperate right now. All right. Can we get like the Jeopardy music going on right now? I'm trying to find the stat.
The XWAP, yeah, Javon, man. The XFIP WAP is not looking too hot, brother.
The XFIP WAP is down. I can confirm the XFIP WAP is not looking good for the Detroit Tigers.
It's not looking hot.
Left-handed
You know what
pitching.
else isn't looking hot? This fucking under in this first game. I'm such a fucking bozo.
The Cubs bang again?
It's 4-2. It's 4-2.
Dude, I almost took the under in that game. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I have a system. I take the first game today unders, but like the Wrigley wind, like it scared me off of it. I wanted to though, really badly.
They're giving the people a freebie to start off the day.
Dude, they've been giving a lot of freebies lately, bro. Also,
Damn,
I gotta bring this up.
Go ahead.
Every single time you're on a total, like I'm on a total, but I lean this side. I swear your total always gets chalked, but your side always hits. Like with the Braves yesterday.
I am not very good with totals. I'm way better at sides. I should just bet side.
Like that's what I'm seeing. Like I see like what was the other total you had yesterday? It was the Braves one. What was the other one?
Oh, it was the over in the Braves, which lost, and it was
but you lean Braves, and that would have hit.
I know, and the Braves. Well, I bet the Braves too. I bet the Braves, and they hit. I'm out. I was the only person on earth who had the Braves. No, it was a public bet. I was the only person on earth that had the Braves on the ML. But I also had the over, or I had the under in the Yankees game, and that was the worst bet of all time. So,
who'd you lean in that one?
I probably lean Toronto, and they fucking. I mean, I'm not leaning Yankees. I'll tell you that much.
I think Yankees get it done today, man. Remember how I said yesterday? It's like, here's what happens. They're gonna get shit on by their shit pitcher. Then they're gonna bring up their A's. It's a guy like Talion, and then you get it done. I don't know about I've been limiting myself lately with bets, and there's a couple sides I like. I had the Cubs money line. I'm trifecting the Stros, and I think I'm gonna play the Phillies too. But I don't know if I'm gonna force another bet because I was really cold like 2 weeks ago because I just dropped like 6-7 bets a day. I've been limiting it, getting a lot better.
Yep.
But if I had to push another bet today, it would be the Yankees. But that line was ripping. Oh my lord. They're minus 112 now. It opened at like Yankees minus 130.
I'm hip. That's why I like Toronto. I think they get it done today.
Might be right. Yeah, might be right.
I'm going to. All right, we're starting to get some bulls in chat. I'm going to bring them up, Jake. You can stay in the background and vibe though if you want.
I got you.
But I'm going to bring up these bulls.
Sounds good.
Peace, brother. I'm also going to address chat. Guys, if you want to come up and talk shit, come up. Here's the link. Say it to my face. There it is. Come on up. If you want to talk shit about my plays, number one, make your own. Number two, say it to my face. Come up on stream. Thanks. All right, we got two absolute fucking beasts coming in hot here. A man I haven't seen in fucking months. I'm happy to see him. R. Willie in the house. It's been a minute, brother.
Yo.
What's up, stud?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? You look pretty corporate behind you right now. It looks pretty official.
It happens. It's crazy what's happened since you've been gone. Yeah.
I know, dude. Everything's going crazy. Hey, is college football back?
It's coming. It's close.
But it's not back yet.
Not back yet, no. Beast. I fucking love it. Absolutely love it. You know what I don't love is a Rowdy Tellez home run right in my face. Right in my face. All right. Play locks. Please do not come on and leave me hanging like that. What's up, Beast?
What happened? Oh no. R. Willie.
I wrote down I'm keeping track of all the bets. I wrote down R. Willie. Super excited to hear if he had to play, and then he disappeared. So I guess I'll leave that one blank. We'll move on to play locks.
What's up, stud? What up? What's going on?
Hanging in there.
Hanging in.
Yeah.
I'll give you two prize picks. I was on Christopher Morel before, so that hit for me.
Okay.
You got a hit, but I'm gonna rock with Cedric Mullins over 6.5 fantasy. Against Cutter Crawford. He sees his pitch arsenal really well. Him and Adley Rutschman. I was flipping between him and Adley, but I went with Cedric just because he could get a stolen base today. Especially, Giovanni always says, Plawecki, if he's behind the dish, he'll probably be slated behind the dish tonight. So I assume, I think Cedric's odds are sitting at like plus 360 or something, plus 380 for a stolen base. So it's kind of low. So they're expecting, I guess, one of those. So that's just, if he doesn't hit, a double or scores a run or whatnot, So that's what I'm rocking with for that game. Is Cedric over fantasy.
Another home run in this day game.
Renfroe.
Another home run.
When he's hot, he just
incredible. That ball left the park, I'm pretty sure. That ball left the park. Holy shit.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That ball might have left the park.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. All right, back to business. You said you like Mullins.
Mullins, yeah.
What do we got for number 2?
Number 2, I'm going to place one on the books because I got it in at plus 100, but it's on Prize Picks. It's the Coors game. I like Lamont Wade Jr. against Jose Urena today. I like his over 1/2 bases. Urena throws, I think, the sinker at like a 50% rate. I got to check that out, but that's what Lamont Wade, like, it doesn't look good from the services. Like, his run value is not that good, but if you look at the expected batting average, expected slugging, it's up there. So, and the hard hit percentage is around, I think it's sitting around 50%. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, it's like 57%, second highest on the team compared to Jock Peterson. So I think Wade, I don't know if he's going to be batting first because he sometimes does. I'm going to see the lineup, but if he's batting first, I would love it even more. I think he'll hit it in one swing, to be honest, with a double or whatnot. But
he's up there for total bases on Prize Picks. 1.5 TVs. Yeah. He's up there.
Yeah.
You like that?
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
Okay. I can get behind that one. The Mullins one scares me because I like the Red Sox a lot today. But Mullins has been absolutely crushing baseballs left and right. So, dude's a fucking beast. That prop's probably about a smack tip. Love it. Absolutely love the Lamont Wade one too, a Maryland guy. I can get behind him. He's a beast. 2 props, 2 winners. Any sides you like today or no?
Sides, I do lean the Stros. I like the Stros. I'll probably play the first 5 just because I don't like Kyle Wright. I don't think he's that good or whatnot. And the Braves historically this season are really bad against teams with a winning record. So I don't know if that trend's it's probably gonna even out, but I'll take my chances with the Stros in the first 5. I think that's probably gonna be one of my plays. But Yankees game, I don't know what to do
what's
there.
happening in the Yankees game? Are they winning or are they losing?
Taillon, I don't know why this is the total 7.5. Total's a little low, right?
The total's definitely pretty low, but it's at 8 now. It was at 7.5. Now it's up to 8. I mean, we got Gausman, who's a really good pitcher. You know, people think at least he's kind of sketchy sometimes, but Taillon is sketchy as well, in my opinion. So I don't hate the over. It's on Apple TV as well, which helps for sure.
Yeah, I would definitely lean the over in that one just because Taillon to me he's not good. Like he's digressed gradually over the fucking like past 5-6 starts. I think he'll give it up, and especially against the Jays, I think he's really bad. And the Jays lives, I mean, they're buzzing last night. It could continue today, so I would lean over in that one.
Agreed.
And then the Met game, that one I guess I see a little lower scoring with Bass and Nola.
2 better arms.
I mean the last series they just played recently, and I don't think one of them went over, so I don't see it really changing much. So I lean, I guess, the Mets in a very tight, low-scoring game, but we shall see.
I'm with you, brother.
Maybe some under fantasies in that one.
Wow, I love a good under fantasy. So if you craft any up, please let me know.
Yeah.
And let the squad know, obviously. But as soon as we take those shits, they change the lines right away. So we got to be quick. Yep. All right, Beast. I appreciate it. We've got the Cedric Mullins over 6.5 fantasy score. We've got Lamont Wade over 1.5 total bases. Fucking love it. Absolutely love it, my man. I appreciate it. Play locks. We'll be seeing, brother. Have a good weekend, all right?
No doubt. Have a good one.
Peace, bro. Beast. All right. We've got some goats in queue now. Fuck yeah. Let's bring them up. We got my guy DC Betts, who's on a fucking bender. We got my guy Ollie. We got my guy FedEx Mook in the house. So stay posted. Ready to roll. Let's hit it. There he is. Nice and close. The sticks, bro.
Dude, they came through. It was sweaty.
How about the sticks?
Yeah, they were down 3 with 6 seconds left. Storm had the ball. They inbounded it, and they just couldn't foul them. Like they were trying to foul them to get them to shoot free throws, and
We'll take it.
They just didn't. So
we'll absolutely take it. Yep, that is a dub.
They're up most of the game, so like it was kind of an unnecessary sweat. But
hey, we're not here for it's okay for a sweat every once in a while. It's good to feel something. It's
nice every now and then.
Get the dub. That's what I'm talking about. WNBA fucking GOAT. Is there WNBA today? / do you have
no, they got a little break.
Words. Okay.
Resumes on the weekend. But we're going to the gridiron.
Let's go. What do you like?
So we're going to Gillette Stadium.
Okay.
We're taking the under. 40.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's at 40 now. I got it at 40.
Let's see.
The lines have been moving crazy because they announced Baker and Sam Darnold out. Both aren't playing tonight, so it's just going to be PJ Walker and Matt Corral. So the line shifted from 3 for the Pats -3 to 6.5 because of the quarterback news. And then, but the over-under didn't move at all. At least, but when I bet it, it hadn't moved yet. I might have gone down to 39.
39.5 is what I'm saying.
So it's not bad.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you've been tuning into like preseason news and stuff, but the Pats and Panthers have like the teams have been having joint practices.
And they've been fighting, right?
And they've been scrapping.
So you think you might get some high effort from these
aggressions
defenses
are
a little
high.
bit?
The aggression's high. That's going to come on the defensive side of the ball.
Agreed.
As you know, week 1 overs went, I believe, 13-3. Respectfully, it's over. It's not how we're going down. We're going under.
Mm-hmm. I can get behind this play.
That shit's not going to last.
Yeah, no chance. No chance.
So PJ Walker, I'm pretty sure, I forget where he was from. He came from
He's
one of the
XFL guy.
Yeah, XFL. So
yep,
he threw 10 for 19 last week. He sucked. He was all right, but he's not amazing. Matt Corral, 1 for 9.
Oh,
and that, you know who that was against? Your poverty commies.
Yeah, that's not good.
If those guys can't put up numbers against, those guys, then they're not going to put numbers up against Belichick. Like, let's be real.
That's a good point. Belichick is definitely a hardo in the preseason too.
You should have seen Josh McDaniels week 1 preseason. That guy acted like it was a Super Bowl on the Hall of Fame game, and he's been
team I want
Belichick's wing.
That's a game I want the under on. Is what I want there.
And then with that, Bailey Zapp, the QB for the Pats, who's been going to get most of the time, is pretty damn good. But Pats run game non-existent right now.
So they're going to
at least week 1 it was. I don't think Harris or Ramondre Stevenson are going to get many touches tonight.
Okay.
So I think maybe like a 17-14 type game.
Is this a pretty high total for preseason? Is this pretty normal from what you've seen so far?
The thing was with week 1 is since the under smacked so hard last preseason that they made the totals low expecting the same thing, and then the offenses have just been booming.
So now
they moved all the totals up a decent amount compared to last week. But 40 for having no Baker, no Darnold. I think Mac Jones is going to play like a drive or two. But like 40 is pretty high.
He's going to be handing the ball off is what he's going to be doing. He's not doing shit.
Yeah, I see 2 quarterbacks out. Been scrapping in practice. Tension's going to be high. I think it's going to be a defensive game, and we'll see how it goes. It's just a little sprinkle because WNBA is not on today, so I just wanted to have
you got to bet something, brother.
Yeah,
you got to bet something. Absolutely love it. I love the angle, and I also love that all the overs hit last week, and I think that's a good sign.
Exactly. And the over last night almost backdoored and missed by 1 in that Seahawks game. It was it finished at 38. Total was at 39.
Wow. Okay. We're seeing points. Let's hope they over adjusted for this one.
I think we're due for a very low scoring game.
Let's go. All right.
Hopefully this is the one. We'll see.
I'm betting this one straight. 1,000%. I'm taking it. I love everything about it. And you sold the shit out of it. And I bet if you bet every under today and tomorrow, and Sunday you'd probably make a little bit of coin. So I like where we're at. And let's have a weekend, DC Bet. Stay hot.
Yes,
Stay hot, my dude. You've come on and only given winners. Let's keep it up, my man. All right?
Gotcha. Peace.
I appreciate it, Beast. Peace. Oh, shit. Ollie, sneak bring up. What's up, brother?
Yo.
Accidentally clicked to bring you up, but I was trying to get him off. Are you ready?
Yeah, of course. I'm always ready.
What's up, Beast?
Yo. First play, Prize Picks prop, Riley Green's under fantasy score, under 5.5 fantasy score.
This is why you were bitching about the Tigers lefty narrative. Okay.
Well, no,
Okay.
I'm on the under in that game too, but it's I'm just tired of the Tigers at lefties well narrative. They hit lefties well for like 2 weeks, a month and a half ago. But that offense stinks. Riley Green, this is just a really good matchup for this under. Patrick Sandoval has let up one extra base hit against left-handed hitters all season, and let up he has a 186 batting average against, 263 opponents on base percentage against, and a 198 slugging percentage against left-handed hitters this year. Flip side, Riley Green, 4 extra base hits all season against lefties, 3 doubles and a triple. Don't overthink it. He's going to get 3 at bats against Patrick Sandoval, most likely. That's all there's to it.
Okay. It doesn't worry you that Patrick Sandoval blows.
I mean, he demolishes. He owns lefties.
All right. Well, then there we go.
Did you ignore the lefty stats I just gave you?
No, I heard them. I heard them.
He's not great, but he dices up lefties.
All right. Well, let's hope he's dicing and slicing against the Tigers tonight. I'm with you. What else you got? What else you got?
Give me the Jays.
Jays ML?
Jays ML. Run it back.
Whew. All right. Can we talk about your socks yet? Because I want to nuke.
Yeah. I don't condone nuke. I go by Ollie 1 unit for a reason.
Sure.
Because I manage my bankroll as well as I can. But yes, I am on the Red Sox tonight as well.
Okay. What do you like about him?
I like Cutter Crawford a lot.
Okay.
Especially, has he pitched against the Orioles this year, actually? Let me check real quick. Because in his first appearance against teams this year is when he's done his best. Let's see. He won against them earlier in his first stint. He hasn't pitched against them in his second stint up this year, so that makes me like it even more. Yeah. Yep, we're good. And Jordan Lyles at home narrative. I mean, it's okay. It's a little dragged out, but the important thing here is
how long can it last, bro?
What?
He can't keep getting away with it.
Well, he'll be like. The important thing here is that the Red Sox have their classic right-left lineup up today. Verdugo, Devers, Hosmer, and Reese McGuire are left-handed hitters. Verdugo's been scorching hot. I requested him to get put on Prize Picks. If he does, I'll be taking that. Devers has been really bad since he's been back, but I don't know. I still think it's a good spot for him. Arroyo's been on fire. Eric Hosmer's been not great since he's gotten here. But Reese McGuire has been. He's been hitting the ball really well. So I'd say 3 out of the 4 lefties today have a good chance of doing something. I really like Verdugo today. And I like the Red Sox, yeah, but I got it -105. It's moved a little bit since then. Is it -115 yet?
For the Red Sox? It's fucking getting there, brother.
Yeah.
It's on the way. It's there on most books. It's at -115-ish. And you said Verdugo is the guy you're trying to get on Prize Picks?
Yeah. Why the books are pulling the good old trap with the Jays today, and how so? I don't know about that. The line's moving towards the Jays, right? The opposite of yesterday. It moved away from them, and it's similar to the Dodgers lately. You see the Yankees at -110. It's hard not to take that, despite how bad they've been. So I don't know if I necessarily agree with the Jays being a trap today. I don't think it's fantastic value on the Jays being a pick'em, but I think Kevin Gausman is significantly better than Tyone, and he looked really good against the Yankees earlier this year. They had 9 strikeouts I saw, and he let up a couple runs in the 6th inning of his appearance because he was dominating them. Is it a trap? Sure. If you want it to be, I guess. But a moneymaker right now is fading the New York Yankees, believe it or not. And I finally started betting against the Yankees last Friday in the Red Sox series. I've done it every day since, and I'm up plenty. That's been the consistent bankroll builder right now is fading the Yankees.
Yep. I'm with you until they show me that they can win.
Exactly.
They're back. I will be fading accordingly. Yep.
Yeah. Show me
100%.
that they don't score a bunch of runs off some dinky home runs in a rain delay game. Put some good at bats together, because that's one thing is their bats have just looked so bad. They're not healthy still. DJ's playing hurt. You can tell Donaldson has been. I mean, he
sucks.
He is what he is. And most importantly, Judge is still struggling. So as long as Judge is struggling cold, that Yankees lineup ebbs and flows with him. He won't struggle forever. Don't get me wrong. He's the best hitter in baseball this year. I can admit that. He's not the MVP, but he's the best hitter. Two are not the same.
You had to sneak that in there, bro.
Of course I did. And that's my analysis. When good teams are doing bad and you're still getting good value on them, I think that's a good spot. Similar to when bad teams, like the Cubs right now, even though they're not winning today. I mean, that game's crazy, but they've won like 6 of 8. That's the time to bet on them. The Orioles we saw all summer. They're not a good team, but they keep winning. Shohei Ohtani is your MVP. The great, sorry. For me, anyways. If I had a vote, everybody knows that.
Yeah, unless Judge starts getting up on the mound and pitching and getting 12 strikeouts a game, I don't know how he would win the MVP. But it's all about narrative. Remember?
Yeah, it's just my personal opinion. I value Shohei Ohtani's ability to hit and pitch more than Aaron Judge's ability to hit. That's my opinion, and so when Judge wins. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Aaron Judge is the best hitter. He's not the best hitter right now. Shohei Ohtani just went 4 for 5 with like 2 home runs and a triple the other day, and his team lost by 5. Like, what do you want him to do?
I think it's pretty clear that not the NBA where shit.
It's not the NBA where or NFL where it just goes to the best player on the best team most of the times. It's Mike Trout's won plenty of MVPs when his team won 75 games because without him they win 65 games. It's simple.
People are so pissed because they see Aaron Judge every night play and they don't get to see the Poverty Angels play at fucking 9 o'clock every night. And they don't understand how ridiculously unbelievable it is that this dude throws 97 and gets 10 strikeouts a game and then hits a home run every other game. Like, he's a fucking freak.
I've never
seen anything like it.
Because he's the best player we've ever seen.
You are a Shohei slurper. Yes, you are.
I wasn't original this year. It really made me it wasn't even last year. I wasn't. I was like, wow, this dude's crazy. And then he's still doing it this year. And you realize how special it really is. You got to appreciate it. Got to learn to appreciate it.
I'm with you, brother. You don't got to preach to me.
Taste too much. Okay, I'm done. I got to go.
All right, brother. I'll catch you. Go Sox.
Shohei should get it every year, John Brando. That's my point.
Hey, let's go Sox. Dirty water.
Let's go Sox. Go Sox. Go Jays.
Yes, sir. Beast. All right, we got my man FedEx Milk, who's been waiting patiently. He looks ready to roll. All this dude does is come up and give us winners. On the clock, don't care. The dude makes time for the squad and spoon feeds winners. Everyone listen up. Have some respect. Grow up. What's up, stud?
So, Krabs. Last time I didn't hit my 3-teamer because fucking Strider had that delay and came out. It didn't look the same. But charge to a game.
Charge it.
But today, I got another 3-teamer all pitchers. I don't know about – I'm between 2 of them, but I for sure have 2. It's Chris Bassett under 5.5 Ks today against the Phillies. Okay. He just played against them on Sunday, and he only had 5. In his last 10, he's only hit this number 50% of the time. So, I mean, it's 50-50. But I think the second time the Phillies are going to get to him. This time they're playing at home. The Phillies are. So, Marsh is out of the lineup today. So, he's a strikeout machine. Even though he didn't strike out last time, Burling had like 4 strikeouts last game. So, I don't think, Bass is going to hit over 5.5. And then I'm pairing that with your boy, Martin Perez. I know you like to chirp him a bit, but he's at 4.5. He's playing the Twins today. I think he gets that number.
Damn, that's low. Is that low for him?
Yeah, I mean, he's usually around 4.5, 5.5. But,
Okay.
I mean, again, his last outing, he played Seattle. He gave up he went 6 innings. He gave up 4 hits and then 3 earned runs, and he still finished with 7 Ks. So I like him today against the Twins. And then my last one, I'm between Cole Irvin or Tyler Anderson. Cole Irvin's pitching against Seattle. He's only at 4, and then Tyler Anderson's pitching against Miami at 5. So I'm debating on which one I want to put in. I might just do a four-teamer. Put my nuts on the table and ride the 4. No flex.
Sure.
But Tyler Anderson, he's pitching against Miami, in Miami, and the last outing he pitched against the Royals, he got touched up, but he still ended with 4 strikeouts against the Royals, who really don't strike out as much. So for him to get 5 against Miami, whose offense is, I mean, what they were going to the under in the games in like 8, 9 consecutive games. So I don't know if I want to put Cole Irvin or Anderson, but my top 2 are Martin and Bassett under.
Awesome. Okay. I love Irvin today for what it's worth. I think he absolutely throws a gem. But none of these props. I mean, the Perez one I don't love, but he can still
just don't like
a
Perez.
little bit. I know. I'm not high on him. I just don't think he's as good as he's been pitching.
Yeah.
But he could still give up a couple runs and hit his strikeout prop. We see it all the time with pitchers. Adam Wainwright, perfect example. So the worse he pitches, the more strikeouts he gets. It's weird. So they're not like completely correlated. And also I trust my goats, and you're fucking sharp as shit with these props. So I'm taking these. A couple of these are probably going to go in the goats entry. Have to.
For sure, I put Perez and then Bassett under. Those are my
Those
top
are your 2 favorites, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
and then I'm excited, but I might go with Cole Irvin just because you said it. I'll ride with you.
I
am a
Cole
Dodger
Irvin
guy,
tonight.
so
Okay.
those are my top 4.
Sounds good. I can get behind them all.
All right, Craps.
FedEx Mook. I appreciate you coming on, my man. Have a great weekend, okay?
You too. Later.
Peace, brother. Beast. Speaking of beasts, we got B Camp from the Whip. Back to back Whip surgeons coming up here. All right, you guys ready? What's up? What's up, stud? How we doing, brother?
I'm doing Crabs. Doing all right.
Doing well.
Dodgers,
Doing well. Can't win them all. Can't win them all.
Can't.
All right.
What have you heard? I haven't watched the stream much today, just here lately. What have you heard on White Sox Guardians game?
Not much, man. I don't think a single fucking thing, to be honest with you. Let me scroll through real quick. Not a single thing, and I'm all ears. What do you got?
It's kind of an ugly game, so it doesn't surprise me, but I'm going to take the White Sox on the money line. It's plus 100 right now on the books.
I love this bet.
Yeah, so we got Lance Lynn going, which is going to scare a lot of people, but Lance is my boy, man. We went to school together, played catch together. We were neighbors. He's a beast, man. He won the Little League World Series in 1999. You can count on him. He's back.
Oh, yeah.
So he's getting a little better. He's progressing every start. He's getting better after that injury. And then we got the White Sox on the road who like to hit better on the road. Their numbers are better. In the last 30 days, they've been improving. The power's improving. On-base percentage is improving. The Guardians are kind of going the opposite way right now the last 30 days. They're regressing a little bit. White Sox are only 2 games out from the division lead. They're going to want that. This is the time they're going to turn this shit around. They're going to make a run for it. They always do. Second half of the season, it's coming up. So it's going to start today. They just got their ass whooped by the Astros. They're going to come out and put it to the Guardians today.
I love this play. I do. I like to fade McKenzie here. McKenzie's the most talked about, one of the most trendiest talked about pitchers in baseball right now, and everyone thinks Lance Lynn stinks. Well, if Lance Lynn stinks and McKenzie's this good, then why is the White Sox this short of an underdog here? So I absolutely love this spot. I love your guy Lance Lynn tonight. I think he deals. I think we get a vintage Lance Lynn start from your homeboy. And I think he goes out there and does his job just based on the line. I like the total is really low at 7.5, which tells me that both pitchers are going to probably pitch great, and that Lance Lynn's not going to get blown up for 10 runs like he has earlier in the season. So I like this spot. You're getting plus money. on a hotter team. In my opinion, I know the Guardians have been hot, but they've been playing shit teams. And the White Sox are on the come up as well. So I can get behind it, B-Camp. I like it.
I like it. Grow up, put our socks on, and take a Red Sox, White Sox parlay tonight.
Let's go. Double Sox parlay. That's called growing up. I love it.
Smash it.
All right, my dude. I love Boston today as well. They're probably my favorite play. A little Sox parlay. How about it?
Love it.
Absolutely love it, my dude. All right, B-Camp. Hey, drive safe wherever you're going, Beast. All right?
Oh,
have a great weekend.
always.
All right, dude? Peace, brother. We'll be seeing. Fucking beast. Absolute beast. All right. Lockmouth, bro. I need you to come in and give a play. I need it. I need to know what's going on in this Phillies game. Is what I need to know. So come up, let me know. We've got a couple more people coming up here. We got Mush, who's coming in hot. And we've got a couple other people too, hopefully. I'm going to chirp the shit out of them real quick and get them on here. Looks like Schwarber is back today for the Phillies, which is huge. That could be big. That could be big. Mushington, are you ready, brother? Are you ready? Yeah, he's ready. Hell yeah, he's got the shades on. He's vibing. He's vibing. That's what I'm talking about.
Why not? Why
Happy
not?
Friday, bro.
Huh?
Happy Friday. Why not us? Why not us?
Why not us? Why not us? We got to be great today. We got to be great today. Yesterday
Don't have a
was
choice.
something else. How's your fucking potato dealer giving you Wi-Fi though? By the way,
Dude, I know, man. What the heck?
it's tough.
Connection
It's
is
tough out there.
unstable.
Chat, how the hell we doing, chat? Huh? We had a fun little sweat last night. Some boys popped in.
Sure.
Kind of an interesting time for me to tell you what I was going to tell you. I'm not so high on Lance Lynn today.
Oh no.
Got a lot of respect
Oh,
for
no.
B-Camp. Good dude, good picks. But
man.
if we're taking a first team to score, give me the Guardians at minus 130. No, plus 102, I think, for the Guards. And give me the Rangers at minus 130 against Dylan Bundy, the Twins.
A first team to shore.
First
Cleveland and
team to
Texas.
sure. Those are my
man.
two of the day. I mean, Lance Lynn's numbers against the Guards, they're batting nearly 300. He has a pretty soft whip, so people are going to get on base, and Guardians sure as shit can bring him home. White Sox pitching staff as a whole, if it's not going to be in the first few innings, I mean, I just really I'm not too confident in them, especially after what they put out against those Astros.
Yeah, they got absolutely clapped.
Sure.
Clapped. They got clapped. Yep. Exactly what happened. Not just clapped. They got
Clapped. Oh yeah. And and McKenzie has good control, man. He's not like an incredible put you away kind of pitcher, but he has enough control for me to be pretty goddamn confident that it'll be the Guardians to score first, and then you're looking at that Twins game. I mean, Dylan Bundy, the head case, right? Like he can give up multiple in the first inning, so I'm expecting probably. I mean, I could even see a Yerfie in that Twins Rangers game, but I think that it's going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be the Rangers first. And
can you?
I don't know about it. I don't know about what's up.
Like, could you bet just the Rangers to score, or just the Rangers to score in the first, or just the Guardians?
I'm sure there are.
First?
Yeah, I'm sure I've seen books where it's like a prop bet, like Rangers score in the first inning, right? Like I'm sure that there's an option out there.
On DraftKings, you can. Holy smokes!
Yeah, that's a decent one.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jaden hires Heersman. My total smacked yesterday, Bubba. Pay attention.
Sure,
Pay attention.
Sure, Cap. Nah, people are in bad mood
What are we looking at today? I kind of do like the slate today. I'm not gonna lie. The slate isn't awful. Like there's some juice out there to look at, but I'm gonna have to dive deep before I really give anything else. But really looking at it, those are my two, Bubba Rooney. What are you liking? What are you liking?
I love the Red Sox today, man, against the O's, but we know how that goes. We know how that goes, fading the O's.
One hit by Just Turkey Brubaker, bro. Come on.
Exactly.
That's tough, dude.
Precisely. Yeah, I don't know why they're a favorite in this spot, I'll be honest with you. But I'm going to take them. That's a fact. I love them today. No, I like Toronto, actually. I like Toronto. The line's moved 20 cents towards Gausman. I like Gausman over Tallien. I think Tallien's a sneak Turk in training. So I like Toronto to win this game. Their bats look hot recently, the last couple days. Yeah, am I in love with that? Because I know that I know the Yankees eventually are going to snap out of this and start hitting again. Obviously they are, right? They have too much talent to not. But until they show me, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, how about Royals? Brady Singer against McClanahan.
I like McClanahan's under strikeouts is my favorite prop of the day, actually. Favorite prop on the whole board. He hasn't been striking out many people. His number's still inflated because he's playing a shit team. But hopefully this shit team doesn't strike out too much. And I'm not sold on McClanahan right now, plain and simple. I like his under strikeouts. People will be blindly taking the over just because they see Shane McClanahan, the strikeout machine from earlier in the year. They're going to see him playing a poverty team. They're going to blindly bet it without doing any research. I think not. I think we take McClanahan under strikeouts because, like Milkman Javon said, he's completely changed his pitch mix recently. He's not throwing that crazy fucking hook anymore that was getting so many people to strike out of the zone. Now he's kind of changed up things a little bit, and it has not worked out too well. I don't know what the fuck he's changing or why he's changing. He looked pretty darn good to me earlier in the season. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
If we're looking at first inning bets, might as well bet the Royals are scoring the first too, man. He is a lock to give up a run in the first.
He loves giving up that early solo bomb.
He really does.
Mm-hmm.
He absolutely does. He absolutely does. Sure. Where are you going for dinner tonight? Hopefully somewhere nice.
Ooh, no dinner tonight. Got a good dinner last night, and then tomorrow we'll probably go somewhere. I don't know. Hitting the clubs.
I was going to say, I expect big celebrations out of the kid, dude. Come on.
There will be. Bottles will be popped. Champagne will be uncorked. It'll be a great night. But, Bush, I'll be honest with you, man. I got work to do until then, man. I got to give winners out. Like, I got shit to do. I can't be even.
We got to use the baseball brain. We were talking about drawing that contrarian line yesterday. The totals we were trying to. I was going to say something that was going to be a pause moment, but I'm trying to do a little bit too much yesterday. But I'm not.
I do a little bit too much
for anybody. We'll get there.
I'm with you. Try to get too cute with the totals. I need to stick with my guns and just bet fucking sides. That's what I'm better at. Stick with the guns. Don't get cute. I'm with you. I mean, I got blessed on. I took a late bet. I took the under in your Padres game, and that shit was like the easiest bet ever.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Shout out your Padres. I mean, give me a break.
Stink.
They actually
Padres
stink.
Jed,
you stink.
We gotta have.
What do you think this guy's doing?
Of all the people that actually get offended by, we're going. I will 69.
Yeah. Unbelievable. I've been hearing it all day. It is what it is. I'm literally growing up.
Everybody ease up. It's fucking Friday. Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
Grab a little crispy boy, crack it open, grab a nooner, pour one out for
literally
Leafs.
Growing up.
Sure. God damn. All right.
Yep.
Kitch knows what's up. FedEx Milk knows what's up. They're in the queue. Let's pass it on.
Oh, we got Kitch in the house. All right, Mushington. I appreciate it, brother.
Take care of yourselves. How about you let the books pay the bills tonight? Krabs, huh? I want to see us win. Okay.
I got rent to pay coming up. It's time for the books to pay out. All right, brother.
Not coming from our pocket.
Sir.
All right, buds. Be well.
Nope. Peace, brother. Oh. All right. We got my man FedEx who's coming back for more. He's not done. He looks ready. He looks locked in. He looks like he has another prop for the team. Let's listen up. There he is.
Hey, real quick, I wanted to add.
Came back.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's because every time I see Urena pitch, I know he's a horrible pitcher, and this guy gets touched up a lot. But every time they have his MLB Live at 1.5 for the first 3 innings, it always hits.
Over 1.5 strikeouts in the first 2 innings. Is that what it is?
No, first 3 innings.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, they give you 3 innings for him to get 2 strikeouts. And I took it already twice. I took it a third time, but it was 2 innings, 2, 3, and 4. And he got like 4.
Okay.
And today they're playing the Giants, which they do strike out quite a bit. The last time I took this was against the Dodgers, and he gave up 7 runs in the first inning, and he still cashed by the 3rd inning. So I can see him hitting this easily.
All right.
Today. And it was in Coors. It was in Coors when they played the Dodgers, and he still cashed it. So
I remember that game. I had the Rockies plus 1.5 that game, and Urena came through for the boys. That was awesome. I'm with you, brother.
1.5 for the first inning is gonna smack.
All right. That is so gross. It just might hit, my man. I love it. Absolutely love it. Peace, brother. Thank you. Beast. All right. We got fucking Big Kitch in the house. Huge stream W. We got Kitch coming in hot. We got my guy Larry on deck. We got Marwan Dre coming in here in the hole. W's all around. All right. Big Kitch. I need to see that beautiful smile on your face, brother. There it is.
What's up, Krabs? What's going
What's
on?
What's up, stud? How we doing,
man,
bro?
On the road to UGA right now.
Sure.
Made a little pit stop, but we got a thou wow bet. Max play today. Listen.
Let's hear it.
Going with old reliable. Going Braves money line.
Sure.
It's only right. It's only right tonight. Listen. They're 7-0. 7 thou wow on the Braves tonight. They're 7-0 when Wright pitches at home in his last 7.
Yeah.
I don't even know what is it McCullers or the
Lance McCullers. Yep.
McCullers. Okay. Yeah. I think our lineup is pretty good to hold steady with him. So I've been looking at our OPS rate. We're still top 10 against right-handed pitching. So I think we do well here. I think it may be a low-scoring game, but I still think we edge out. The money line price isn't steep. It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
So gonna lay the juice, put the thou on the Braves tonight.
Love it. I mean, the Braves, man. How much more can we talk about them? They beat DeGrom last night.
Come on, bro. They're starting to see that tip of the iceberg, and they're realizing, like, all right, look, we got to lock in. So
they're so close, dude. 3.5 games. 3.5 games
bro.
back.
That's everything to play for. That's everything to play for if you're a guy in the bullpen or the dugout. So I think they wake up
right
here.
There.
Yeah. Good old World Series rematch. It's going to be electric. I like it.
Yeah, you're a huge Phillies fan today, too. You need the Mets to lose every game they can, right? you got to root for the Phillies tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm on the Phillies tonight. Definitely on the Phillies.
Oh, you're on the Phillies. Are you betting the Phillies tonight?
I'm on the Phillies.
All right. I love the Phillies tonight. That's a good play. I'm putting you down for that because I love that.
Let's do it.
Big Kitch with a thou wow on his Braves. Nobody knows his Braves
baby.
better than Big Kitch. That's a fact.
We're locked in right now, Krabs. Let's do it.
Locked in, my man. Hey, travel safe. All right, brother?
Appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll be seeing. Stud. All right, we got Larry coming in hot. What's up, my man? Goats are muted. Oh.
Yo.
There he is. He's got the earpiece. Look how official.
How we doing, Krabby Patty?
Doing well, bro.
Good.
What's up, bro?
I'm hyped to hear that Big Kitch is on the Phillies because I can't believe no one else has really come on and talk about this game between the Mets and the Phillies. It's the 16th meeting between them. The Mets have won 11 out of those 16.
Wow.
Everything really kind of points to the Mets here. Bassett has had 2 good starts against these Phillies, I think. But I'm definitely rolling with the Phillies money line here. I just love the action. Over 70% of the bets on the Mets. And this is just I'm just surprised this is not your DCL, to be honest.
It's definitely going to be on my card, 1,000%. It's right up there with the Red Sox as grossest play of the day for sure. The only reason why it's probably not my DCL is because Bassett has been so bad on the road this year, and that kind of sketches me out, which makes the Phillies being a favorite make a little bit more sense. But I absolutely love the Phillies today. Nola at home. I know his stats aren't that great against the Mets, but I love the trend you brought up, saying how The Mets have won almost every game this year against the Phils. And, I don't think it's going to end up being that lopsided at the end of the year, especially with divisional teams, right? These guys know each other very well. And I think Philly steals a couple going forward. So I'm right there with you. I love the Phillies too. Schwarber's back tonight too, which is huge.
Yeah, I was going to say I haven't seen the official lineups yet, but hearing Schwarber back is definitely a good sign.
Huge.
Yeah, I mean, Bassett's coming off 3 good starts. Everything really points to the Mets here. I'm surprised to see Phillies -120, so I'm gonna go for it. Try to bring some units home.
You got a little contrarian in you, do you?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's my style for sure.
Fuck yeah, my man. Well, I'm riding with you. Let's go Phils. I fucking hate the Phillies, but I'm a huge fan tonight. It is what it is.
All right.
You got to do what you got to do. Money is green, right? That's what they say.
Got to bet on those numbers, not the teams.
Yes, sir. Bet the numbers, not the teams. You get it, Larry. I appreciate it, my man.
All right,
my dude. We'll be seeing. Larry Locks. Kid came in with the heat. Love it. All right, we got Marwan Dre coming in hot.
What's up, chat? What's up, Crabs?
What's up, stud? How we doing, bro?
Doing good. I got a quick tip on pace play. We're going on to the Ice World Juniors tonight. We're going to trust Canada to cover the spread at -3.5. That's +125. We're doing a half a unit on it. So we'll be seeing. Crabs, have a great night. Bookie, have a great night. Trent and the boys, y'all have a safe trip back and everything. So we'll be seeing.
Good shit, my man. I appreciate it. Have a good weekend, brother.
You too, bro.
Peace. Talk about tempo and pace. The tempo and pace goat. I don't even know what play that was. I didn't even hear it.
World Juniors. I just want to pop back in and shout out Marwandre, dude. Always unbelievable vibes in the community, hyping everyone up, positive as ever. Way to bring it today, Marwandre.
What are you making back there, Bubs? What are you making back there, Bubs?
I'm making a little brunch, a little brekkie, a little breakfast sandwich. Went to make some
like
turkey
a
bacon.
Brunch, sure.
Sure. I mean, dude, if I could whip up an eggs Benny right now, you kidding me? Wish I could. Can't do it. You need to get a Mrs. in here. Need to get a Mrs. Mush in here. Could whip up a little Hollandaise. You know what I mean?
Wish I could do it. I can't cook shit. Won't be doing it.
You look like you burn it at the end of the day.
I do like my eggs a little crispy.
Dude, I'm fucking out of here, bro.
A little brown on them. A little brown. Oh man. All right. Well, I'm gonna give people a couple more minutes to come up. Last call. Let's throw the link in chat. Last call here. Bada bing, bada boom. Javon, I'm giving you the milk call. We need you, brother. I need your help. I'm gonna shoot him a text. How about it? I need help. Oh, he's coming. He's coming, all right. Let's go. Come on now. Bro, I don't know what the hell is good with my Wi-Fi. I never have problems with my Wi-Fi. I don't know what my roommates are doing. I don't like it. The bandwidth. That's a good big people word, right? Grow up. Learn the word bandwidth. My bandwidth is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I need Javon to hop on so that I can fucking restart my Google Chrome tab or some shit. My laptop needs to grow up is what it needs to do. I hope you guys can at least hear me. You don't need to see my ugly ass. Okay? You've seen me enough. All right. Before Javon comes on and provides the milk and helps us craft up these plays and literally works me like a puppet and actually just makes the plays himself because he's bigger, faster, stronger, I'm going to give you my crab's lay. Chelly will make an appearance next week to kill the 100 nugs. Sure. Good. I don't even want to watch that. That's disgusting. But I sure will be in attendance for that. That'll be beautiful. I appreciate you, Chelly. Thank you. Nobody should have to do that on a Friday. Disgusting. Well, let me bring him up. The milkman is here. I'm thirsty. Let's bring him up. What's up, stud?
What up?
Feed us that Javon teat. Sure he can. Underrated word, bro.
Crazy comment.
Oh man, my laptop needs to grow up, Jake. I know, dude. I don't know what the fuck my internet's doing. I have a MacBook. I have the new guy.
Struggling.
What the fuck? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave you here for 30 seconds, and I'm going to restart the tab, and I'm going to come back in. I'm sorry.
All right,
You gonna be okay? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You got it.
Shivering. Yeah, shivering. So I'll go over some of the stuff or actually I can wait for him. Jake, you want to come up and we can talk shit a little bit? Let's do that.
What up, baby?
What's up? What's up?
Oh, not much.
Yeah, I'll wait for Krabs to get in here before we start getting back to finalizing some stuff. But I don't know. I heard you talking some props a little bit, talking down a little.
Dude, you know I can't hit an over to save my life. Javon can approach that. I can hit it over, but unders have been doing a little better.
Fair.
Do you like Randy's spot today?
Do
you go under?
Not particularly. I don't love the under though. I'll say that.
He doesn't. He has a negative run value against all his pitches, right?
Yeah, I mean you could say
Worse
that about
against
pretty much
righties.
anything though. It's my worry.
You can't though.
I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked. Wouldn't be shocked if we get a Randy.
All right.
Randy
I'll
likes
let you two cook it up since Krabs is back, but
yeah.
Sure you can.
For sure.
All right, get this fucking kid out of here. God. Auburn flag in the background. Gross.
Garbage.
All right, dude. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I think. I'm going to give my Krabs 2-piece. All right, my little Krabby lay. And here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna give it out. I'm gonna bet a unit on it myself. I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. All right. I'm taking it. And here's what I'm gonna do because you guys have been really fucking annoying today and whining, saying my bets have sucked, yada yada yada. Guys, you can't go 100%. If I did, I wouldn't be on this stream, my guys. As much as I love coming up here and doing it, I wouldn't be here if I went 100%. All right? I need to be better. These plays need to be better. A great man once said, I'm due. Today is the day. We've had a couple shitty days. We're winning today. And as I fucking speak, of course, another home run, and there goes the over. Nice. As I was saying, my picks are not that bad. Well, that was maybe the worst pick on earth. All right? There. I said it. Worst bet ever. But that's good news for tonight. That's good news for the crab lay. Is what it is. All right? Get the cakes out of the way for lunch, and we feast on fucking steaks, on fillets for dinner, paying with the crab lay. All right? The crab lay is going to pay for the fillets. All right? Listen up, everybody. Turn your fucking frowns upside down. Put your little troll fingers away. Get your little fucking troll hands out of here, and let's get the fucking vibes up. And let's craft up some winners so that we have fucking money this weekend to spend. All right? Put your big boy pants on. Grow the fuck up. Let's get after it. All right? Here's what we're doing. Okay? We're going Phillies ML. We're going Boston ML. That's what we're taking. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm sticking to sides. I'm better at betting sides. That's what we're doing today. Those two teams are winning. And guess what, guys? They're both favorites, so you don't have to be fucking soft and be scared of the plus button. They're both favorites. How about it? And they both shouldn't be favorites, and that's why I like it. So that's the crab lay. All right? We're going Philly, ML. The more I heard Philly being talked about today, the more I liked it. And then we're going Boston, ML. And here's what I'm going to do. All right. I'm going to throw $500 on it like I do with all my bets because I'm not a bitch. When it wins, I'm going to split the winnings with you guys on Behind the Lines next week. I'm going to give it away. And then I don't want to hear any more bitching. If it loses, I'm still going to give away money on Behind the Lines next week because I'm a man of the people and I'm not a pussy. And I want to make you guys happy and not whining trolls typing away, ruining the Friday vibes. All right? Vibes are up. It's Friday. I'm turning 24 this weekend. I'm literally growing up.
Literally.
How are we not hitting this crab lay? I'm literally growing up this weekend. And you're telling me this shit ain't hitting? You guys need to fucking grow up. So that's the crab lay right there. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of everyone being negative Nancy on here. Shut up. All right? God. That's the crab lay. All right, there it is. Boston, Philly, lock it in. Bet it, fade it. I don't care what you do. If you're chirping me, I want to see a bet slip because I know you're not fucking fading that shit. You're too soft. All right, let's carry on about our day. Let's put together a 5-piece prize picks. Why don't we now? You ready?
Why don't we? Why don't
we now? All right, well, I'm putting in my nasty one, which people forget, by the way. I had the grossest fucking square ever yesterday, and it smacked. I made it very clear. DeGrom over 1.5. People laughed in my face. Ligma. That shit smacked. We're taking another gross one today. Javon, cover your ears. You're going to hate this one. Shane McClanahan under strikeouts. It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is. You know, I hope it's still up. I hope it's still at 7.5 because that fucking line's been moving around like crazy. I'm going to make sure it's at 7.5 right now because 7 would kind of sketch me. Let's see. We got him. We got him. All right. Shane McClanahan under K's. We got him. All right. We're going to put in fucking Ollie's fade of the day. We're going to take Riley Green's under fantasy score. All right.
Okay.
We're going to do – what do you think about that Arozarena prop?
I mean, it's a good look. Everything you were saying, I'm not taking it just because Randy is such a boomer bust guy. That's what worries me the most, but I can definitely get behind it.
All right. Well, today he's a bust. We're putting that shit in there.
We'll hope for the kids.
Damn, this is like a little underpiece is what this is.
It's a classic.
Right. Under fantasy score, words. You know what else we're going to take? We're going to take fucking Bassett under K's from FedEx Milk. His favorite play today. Boom. Trust your goats. Trust your goats. Trust them. Well, we've got 4 unders here. Do you have an under you'd like to add? And let's just make this a grimy 5-piece under, no fun play of the day.
I don't have an under. I mean, I don't really look into those unless it's like a glaringly obvious play.
Dude, because you like fun, don't you?
I do like fun. I'm a fan of fun.
Should we take Judge under bases? Fade Hagelin Snipes in chat. Should we take the under?
I think he's fading, which is I think that's what he was talking about. I don't even know if those are up anymore.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you could fade.
Ooh, we could fade. Bo Bichette.
I mean, there's 3 guys that I don't bet, and they're Vladdy, Bo Bichette, and George Springer.
Okay.
Either way. So if you like that, it's all on you.
All right. What about we could take my guy Hardy Picks in the beginning who came in with some fucking disgusting preseason props that people don't even know who they are. We could take one of his.
Yeah, you could.
We could.
You could.
Do you have a square that you really like today, man?
I mean, I have a couple. They're just all overs.
All right. Well, what is it?
Well, I mean, the way that I'm going about, because I don't know if I'm going to end up betting the Astros. It's a really tough sell, but the way that I do want to fade Kyle Wright, I'll do it with the hottest bat in that lineup. I'll go Alex Bregman. I'll take his over fantasy score. I mean, it's the easy way to fade Kyle Wright, and he's hitting behind Jordan, which I actually kind of like even better because Jordan has not been hitting the ball recently, and I think that he's going to start picking it up here soon, whether he does it today or not. I like him hitting in the spot behind him as opposed to in front of him, which they've started to do more now lately. So I like that. I think that he's gonna have a really good game today, and I think the 7 number. I like the over in that game too. I think there's gonna be runs both ways, and if the Braves win, I think they're gonna have to outscore them against Lance McCullers because I think Kyle Wright. We've been talking about fading Kyle Wright, and I think it's a great move. That would honestly. I know the people are asking for a 2-teamer. If I had to give a 2-teamer of sides and totals, that over in that game would probably be one of them. So
okay,
I like that a lot.
Right. Well, he has spoken. Alex Bregman over. All right. I like it. McClanahan under K's, shit smacking. Riley Green under fantasy score, shit smacking. Randy Arozarena under fantasy score. That shit ain't hitting. But we're putting it in. I'm kidding. Bassett under K's, that shit's hitting. And Alex Bregman over. What do we got? Fantasy score?
Yeah.
Does he not have total bases?
Don't believe so.
Good. That's a good sign. Words. All right. Now it's time for a auto tail 3-piece parlay. Let's see. Let's see what we heard today that should go in this shit. All right. That Hardy picks Texas, Minnesota first 5 over 4.5. That was so disgusting that I think we should at least talk about it real quick.
Okay.
Do you like the over or under in that game overall? No pun intended.
Not really. I don't know.
Okay.
We carry on. I would mess with, but I also didn't hear the pitch, so I mean, I would.
Okay. We carry on. How about Toronto ML from our guy John Ballman, the GOAT?
I think if John Ballman comes in here with a Jays pick, you got to ride it.
That's literally his team.
Yeah.
That's literally his team. Also, Ollie was on it too, so I don't know if that's good or bad, but we're going to put that in there.
Yeah, I might cancel out, you know.
Okay, we'll put them in there. We'll go what else, bro? Houston ML we could put in there. What's the why are you getting cold feet on Houston ML?
I don't know. It's not like I'm getting cold feet because I mean from the jump I wasn't completely sold. That's just one where I think I need to wait until later to see where the buyback is at come game time.
Okay.
There's too many things going on with that game. Like I would love to fade Kyle Wright, but this is also a team betting on them that they just scored 21 runs yesterday, and it is the Astros who are making an argument for the best team in the league, one of the best teams in the league, whatever, and they're underdogs. So it's pretty telling, even as hot as the Braves are. And we are at the end of the day betting on Lance McCullers in his second start back. So
yeah, you had me at they scored 30 runs in the last game. We're not fucking.
Yeah. I mean, it's sketchy, but
here's what we are putting in there.
I still like them, but I don't know.
I still like them too, but I'm not betting them today. They scored 30 runs yesterday. What are we talking about? That's auto stay off.
It's tough.
All right, here's what is going in there though. It's this Patriots under from our guy DC Bets. It's time we put some respect on his fucking name. The dude's been coming in giving us winners all week, and I actually maybe the best sell job of the day on the under in this game. The dude did his research. So he deserves it. That's going in there. The Patriots under 39.5. All right. What else? Oh, another reason to stay off. Yeah, another reason to stay off. Big catch. Foul on the Braves. What was I even thinking? What was I thinking putting Houston even in there? Gosh, what am I doing? Good shit, Kitch. All right. We can't put the White Sox in there because B Camp said he's taking them because he's buddies with Lance Lynn, so they're probably gonna lose today. Fuck. I like the White Sox today too, but you can't just tell me you're taking a bet because you were buddies with the pitcher back in the day. Damn it. You can't do it. What do you like today? What is your favorite side today?
I mean, it would probably have to be the over in that Braves game, to be honest with you.
Okay.
That's probably my favorite one, especially now that it's moved up to 8.5. I feel even more confident in it.
Okay.
So I can see one from both sides here.
All right. So here's what we got. We got the auto tail lay, and guys, we're gonna post all these. So no need to. You can unclick your pens and put them down and relax. All right, we got you. We're going Toronto ML. We're going the under in the Patriots game. I can already feel that one. Bill Belichick is about to be trying really hard for no reason. That defense about to be fired up. Love that play. And then we're going to go the over in Houston, Atlanta. All right. Plenty of Braves runs. Let's hope for catch for the thou wow. Plenty of Braves runs. All right. What else? What else do we love today? Is there anything else we need to craft up? What are we thinking here? I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we got it.
I think we got it. We got the 5-piece McClanahan under K's, Riley Green under fantasy, Randy Rosarina under fantasy, Bassett under K's, and Bregman over fantasy, right? Yep.
Yep.
All right. And then we got the crab lay, Philly ML, Boston ML. Are you okay with Philly today? What are you thinking? The more I've thought about the game, the more I like it. The more the line moves, the more I like it. I think they win today.
I'm with the Phillies.
Okay.
Definitely. Line speaks for itself there, so I'm with that for sure.
Word. Good. And then the Red Sox, are you cool with it? I mean, it's my favorite play today. DeGen loves it, which scares me because the Orioles own him. So I'm definitely sketched. And the Orioles also kind of own me. But I just don't see how I don't take them as a favorite in this spot when they should not be the favorite. They should not be the favorites.
I'm with you.
They should not be the favorite.
Very undecided in that game, but I trust both of you guys. If you got a good read on it, I'll ride with it.
Okay. What do you think is the grossest, most contrarian, most crabs play on the card today?
Most crabs play on the card?
Yeah.
It's a great question. I would say it would be the D-backs.
You think so? The plus 155. Fuck the analytics. Fuck the ballpark factors. You take the 90. You take the 90 and the Yankees throwing lefty.
Yeah, that would be the most crabs contrarian play of it all.
Oh, gross, dudes. Gross. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
you're absolutely not wrong. So gross. Tommy Henry, your guy too.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be taking a couple D-backs on Prize Picks today too.
All right.
Yeah. It is. That's not really the question in this game, really. It's the Cardinals' bats.
Yeah, that's facts. Are they going to get to Henry or not? I'm with you.
I mean, theoretically, it should be open season, right? But
it should be on papers, right?
Not so sure.
Not so sure. Let's hope that total goes back to 9. I think that'd be a good sign for the D-backs bats if that goes back up to 9. Let's hope it goes back. All right, Javon, as always, my man, I appreciate you coming on and holding it down with me. Help me craft this shit up. Chat, let's have some smiles on our faces going into the weekend, okay? It's Friday. Nothing to be mad about. I just gave you a 2-piece. It's about a smack. If you want to tail it, awesome. If you want to fade it, go ahead. If you have your own play, send that too. All right? It's your money. You need it now. Take Philly, take Boston. They're both winning. That's the crab lay. That's all I got to say about that. All right? Shit's paying out. It already paid out on Bet99. Thanks, Lise. Appreciate it. And then we got the 5-piece from McClanahan's under. Riley Green's under fantasy score. Randy Rosarina under fantasy score. Bassett under K's. And Bregman over fantasy score. We got the auto tail 3-piece. Hold the fry. We got Toronto ML. We got the Patriots under. Yes, we've got preseason. Don't you worry. And then we've got the Houston Atlanta over tonight. Absolutely love it. Don't be afraid to sprinkle just a little lunch money on the Nats today. If you do it, make sure you do it tomorrow and make sure you do it Sunday, all for the same amounts. And I have a pretty good feeling you're at least going to come out up a little bit of money. All right? I think the Nats will steal one this series, especially tomorrow on my birthday. Let's fucking hope. Josiah Gray, don't even open up Twitter or your phone or get any nerves going. Just keep doing what you're doing, buddy, because you're a beast. All right? Javon, have a good weekend, my man. Guys, we'll run a Spaces coming up here in a little bit to put up another couple Prize Picks. We got you. We got you covered, okay? No need to worry. No need to fret. It's 4 o'clock on the East Coast. Close your work laptops, grab a fucking beer, kick your feet up, put your AirPods in, enjoy the ride, all right? We gave you the winners. There they are. Let's have a fucking weekend. Why not us? Why not us?
Let's do it.
All right, Javon. I appreciate it, my man. Chat, we'll be seeing. Have a good one.